Hello, everybody. How's it going? We're doing great. Thank you to those of you who stopped by for the recap. We really appreciate it. Or at least I do. Justin was actually technically there. He was just off screen. You couldn't see him. I could. So every time I was saying something about Hannibal, I was like, I think this is right. Justin was there just like, yeah. Welcome back to episode 30 of Soldiers of the Lich Queen, a show that has been going for like a year and a half now, and we've just hit 30. Yeah. We're doing great.
Just a mental illness in it.
Welcome back. I'm glad to see everybody on screen and off screen. Good to see all of you in chat. Hello. And good to see everybody here. I don't get to see all of you when we're not playing, so and I miss you all.
As you should.
So it's good
Thanks,
to see you.
Dad.
Yeah.
Thanks.
So we just did an hour-long recap of the entire campaign, but I will do a quick one for the last session just in case you weren't watching, or if you're like one of the players and also wasn't watching, because you really need to know what was going on. Just remember where we're at. But before that, I haven't had the chance to say this in a while, but Justin, any channel announcements?
Thank you, chat. That's accurate. We haven't used this stream layout in a long time, so new setup, new me. Who dis? Every December, as I was saying, we do a Christmas one-shot, Christmas special. And this year, December 16th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Sam will be there. We're playing Gremlins. A very Gremlins Christmas, in fact. I homebrewed my own little RPG system to support the idea, so everyone that's playing is playing one of the Mogwai that have eaten after midnight and are terrorizing the town of Kingston Falls at Christmas. So it's set around the same time as the first Gremlins movie. It's going to be weird. So be there. It's going to be fun, I think, I hope.
Let's get weird.
It's going to be weird. And if you missed our last holiday one-shot, you can just find that on our YouTube channel. Gnome for the holidays, everyone did like a Secret Santa, build a character for the other players. It was weird.
And then it was basically The Thing, which was fun, but in Santa's workshop.
Yep. So that's that. Any other announcements that I can think of? The week of Christmas, though, the channel's going dark, so no streams whatsoever because it's the week of Christmas. And we just always take that week off anyway, and it might be a little hard this year because of pandemics and stuff, so people might not be getting together for Christmas. But you know, if you live in a house with some people, if you live in a house with people, I can't talk, y'all. If you live in a house with people, Christmas, if you celebrate it. If not, happy holidays in general. I'm just rambling at this point because what's life? You know. That's it. I need more wine. That's announcements.
Just the absolutely defeated way you just said that's life. That was a broken man right there.
You have no idea. And then I forgot to mention tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're finally, after a month, which actually isn't that long in retrospect if you think about it, with this one.
Yeah, we're all sitting here like, oh, just a month.
The finale for Call of Cthulhu. Yeah. What's up? That's it.
All right. So let's get into it. So, where we last left off, the party had just stopped into the city of Bastion at about evening time to stop in, resupply, get some rest, find a place to stay, given that the vast majority of this region that they're in is lacks much in the way of cities and towns, given that is a nation that named Kulamyar that once collapsed hundreds of years ago and is no longer settled by the civilization that was here, and it is in fact now largely settled by or occupied by traveling groups of Goliaths and Furbolgs, except for this one city. They stopped in. They immediately had an interesting time. Hannibal found out that some things about his past are not what he thinks. Drusilla found some things out about her mom and relationship there, and also found out some things about Xanorn, or at least found out that there are some things to find out about Xanorn. Ilvem found out that there are Ferathin Inquisitors in Kukui gathering for some reason that probably isn't good, and Sid received some letters from some people. And we left off with the party leaving Bastion the same night they arrived, not even getting a chance to go to an inn or anything, just showing up, this all happened, and they just left the city, heading south. In the process of leaving, they received a letter from Sir Egril, one of the Azamar monk from the Temple of the Silver Flame, who they had spoken with before. He was the one, actually, they reported the Chimera's personal army to when they rescued that kidnapped boat captain. And he sent them a letter basically saying, hey, there's this place, and for both personal and magical reasons, it's important, and it is currently being occupied by magical ne'er-do-wells. I would like you to please go take care of that. I will make sure you're rewarded. If I have a person you can go talk to in a city in Kukui who will be able to pay you once I find out this is taken care of. Ilvem found out from Suriel, their angel guide, that something the two had been talking about, a means of gaining additional strength for Ilvem, had finally come to fruition, and Suriel had found a location for them to do that, and gave Ilvem the location of a old, ancient, forgotten temple relatively nearby, where they would be able to find that additional help that they were looking for. More details to come as they arrive there. And that is actually the closest place to them. And then the Windwell is further south, closer to the border of Kukui. And we start off with everybody hanging out on Poppy the Elephant, riding south late in the night, away with Bastion, the city of Bastion in the background behind them. And that is where we will begin.
Drusilla's on the horse with Xanorn, not on
Oh, that's right. That's right. I have this image of like all of you huddled up on top of Poppy together. Just everybody looking despondent.
I'm looking happy.
Yeah, that's right. Hannibal had a great time.
Yeah. Made some skeleton friends.
Oh, yeah.
Cast Fireball.
Mm-hmm.
Hannibal's really like, man, rip you, but I'm different.
Yeah, you're all riding in a general southward direction away from Bastion late at night. It's like midnight or later at this point, basically.
So,
as you are
not counting the incident with the armored person, how is everyone's time in Bastion? I had a great time.
Well, why don't you tell us about it, Hannibal?
I was told that this, because I'm no longer wearing the hat, I got rid of the hat and I ripped off my sleeves to show off my fins. Mm-hmm. This isn't a mutation. It's like the Enclave told me. I might be royalty. Apparently, I'm what you call a deep one. And apparently the deep ones are Triton royalty. Or nobility. So I could be a prince, y'all.
That is honestly awesome. Like, I'm super happy for you.
Really cool. That you're a deep one.
I don't get the humor.
Really cool, though. Really cool. The general political climate of the region, pretty wacky, huh? We really hate to see it. Hate to be in it. Oh.
I don't understand what's happening.
There's just a lot happening. I feel
So
like is what's happening. And I think that we should maybe hold off on talking about
Would love
any of
that.
it until we can find a place to rest for the night, because it's like the middle of the night.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Is there...
Oh,
So I know that like the wind well is like somewhere between here and like where we're going. Do we want to just like camp in the forest? I honestly I don't know.
I'm glad you brought up the wind well, because you remember Suriel, right?
Yes.
cereal?
Suriel. You have to pronounce it funky.
Cereal.
Yeah, you got it. He said that there was like an ancient historical site thing that I should check out for some additional power. That's apparently relatively close if we have time to stop.
So that's your vacation.
Is it like, is it a friendly like ancient site, or are we gonna be fighting bad people when we get there?
Almost definitely not safe.
Good.
Okay.
Good.
That answers my question. Thank you. So we'll find a place, I think, to camp for the night. I want to get like a little bit of a distance between us and Bastion. But I think that's our best bet. And then in the morning we can go to this ancient site of yours or something. I'm tired. A lot happened tonight. I'm very tired.
Speaking of things that happened, I no longer have a bag of holding. When I was doing my research, it exploded and everything kind of just fell out on the floor. So the only stuff I have on me right now, obviously, are the important things. So I still have this dead rooster, pull it on my coat, dead rooster. Some parchment, magical parchment, very important. A brass brazier for familiars. My research notes, a book on demonology, a book on the plains, and 10 toenails.
Do you have the gold? Hannibal.
I don't remember if I told the dungeon master I picked it up.
You went back and you grabbed all the important stuff.
But
Fuck
I assume
the gold.
I assume I picked the gold up. Oh yes, here it is. It's in my coin purse.
Yeah.
Did you grab my bedding?
No.
God damn it.
I left the bedding and the chairs behind.
This night just
There's
keeps getting worse.
Some librarian's gonna walk to that library and there's just like mattresses and pillows and blankets and broken chair bits just like strewn all over the backside of this library.
If it makes you feel any better, though, I don't have that Gis skeleton anymore.
It was just a skeleton. Oh no, the skeleton you animated.
Yeah, so it would have like collapsed as we were like leaving, so it only lasts for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or is it a casting time of a minute?
I'm just gonna pat Ilvem's back.
Oh, it's instantaneous. What? How long does it last? 24
It's all right.
hours.
We'll find bedding somewhere else.
No, skeletons with us
I
on
hope
Poppy.
so.
It'll be okay.
There's just
Also,
an
now we're gonna have to pay Mirth.
Wait, we have an animated skeleton?
Yeah, it lasts for 24
there's just
hours.
a skeleton hanging out like right next to Hannibal.
Oh, this is
How
Mr.
did we not notice
Because I
that?
forgot. I forgot that is 24 hours. This is Mr. Bones. Hello. Say hello.
Hannibal just like brought one blanket with to drape
yeah.
over Mr. Bones, and then just like dramatically pulled it off, and he just like sits up. This is Mr. Bones.
This is Mr. Bones.
Is Mr. Bones permanent?
24 hours.
I feel like there's something ethically here that I'm not okay with, but we have
Well,
other stuff to worry about. I'll
Bigger
worry
fish
about
to
that
fry or
later.
something, yeah.
Yeah.
I just brought the bones back. So there's no spirit. The spirit is still perfectly at peace. The spirit doesn't even know its body's here, right, Mr. Bones? See?
Oh, that's horrifying.
We can get him
I
to
don't
help
like
us
that.
out.
I
He can
really don't like that.
He can wash
Not
our
a fan.
linens. He can wash our linens in the river.
We don't have any linens.
That's right. I left it
We
behind.
left them in the library.
He can help cook our dinner while we're sleeping.
I don't want that skeleton doing anything while I'm sleeping.
Very that, actually. I have to take Sid's side on this one.
He will protect us from the monsters in the night.
I feel like we fought skeletons and they weren't that great at protecting themselves.
They're not. More of a distraction.
Mm.
Look,
Well, anyway.
Look, he can dance. Mr. Skeleton, dance. Mr. Bones, dance.
Does he fall off Poppy? How coordinated is he?
Let me
Yeah.
check.
I have the stats with Skeleton right here. Because I control it. I control it.
What's the dex bonus?
+2.
All right, I got a 19. So yeah, does a pretty good dance.
Has an intelligence of 6 though.
Okay.
Just a little golf clap.
But
Poetry
didn't Mr.
snaps
Bones
for
get
Mr. Bones.
Didn't Mr. Bones get obliterated during the fight with the suit of armor?
No.
A fireball?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
Okay. All right.
We have
I don't know.
bonded with Mr. Bones.
I don't
Do not
remember.
take him.
It's too late now.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah, it's too late now. All right.
That
We've
wasn't in the
trauma
was,
bonded with Mr. Bones.
wasn't in the recap.
Yeah, wasn't in the recap. That's right.
Here, I'll cover Mr. Bones back up.
Okay.
Oh, we don't have any
Hey,
blankets.
Drew.
Never mind.
I assume you brought
What?
you just draped one over him like a ghost.
Okay.
You want to help me find a place to camp for the night?
Yeah, Xanorn and I will ride ahead to look for a place.
Sick. Thank you.
Drew and Xanorn sitting on a horse.
Oh, Ilvem.
K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
Horse.
I am a horse.
Having nope. What rhymes with horse is very inappropriate.
When have I ever shown romantic feelings for a man in this game?
When you're right, you're right.
I haven't shown romantic feelings for anyone.
Enough. All right, Xanorn, let's.
Yep. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Just riding off faster up ahead to scout ahead and look for a place to camp. Point the way. Tell me where to go.
Just out of earshot of them for right now.
Oddly specific. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
So, we had a earshot yet?
Looks like it.
Cool. What the fuck was that back there?
You want to be more specific?
Why the fuck did you know what that was? What the fuck was it?
So, remember how I mentioned that I have some training, some combat training with some sort of with an elven group?
Mm-hmm.
That was not a lie. It was not a lie. Eladrin are technically a type of elf. They just happen to live in the Feywild.
Is that what that was?
Yes. Those suits of armor are Fey avatars on the material plane. When a Fey or Eladrin doesn't want to show up themselves, planar travel is difficult and messy. When they don't want to show up themselves, they can manifest these, and they can either set them to mindlessly do a task on their own, or like that one, they can kind of take direct control.
Okay, so I'm going to say 3 words to you, and I want you to tell me if they mean anything to you.
Okay.
Okay? Scion of Kalen.
Can't say I know what that is.
Okay, cool.
It's been a while since I was back in the Feywild, and it's a big place. A lot going on.
Mm-hmm. That's an understatement.
So yeah, that was either a Fae or an Eladrin controlling that one. Either way, probably didn't intend anything good. There's a reason I don't live in the Feywild anymore.
You used to live in the Feywild.
Well, yeah, how else was I going to get trained by Eladrin in the Feywild and know all this Feywild shit?
Do you know how to get to the Feywild?
I mean, there are certainly ways, yes. They're difficult and usually involve some powerful magic. Or trusting Fae, which is never a good idea.
I mean, given the circumstances, I'm sure wouldn't be the worst option.
It's pretty bad.
Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I mean, what's the worst they're gonna do? They can't kill me.
That's, well, they can.
No, they won't, because then they're gonna have the other ones pissed off at them.
Yeah, it's assuming they know that, though. There's a lot of Fae, just like there's a lot of people.
Well, then I'll be dead and I won't have to deal with it anymore.
That doesn't sound like a good outcome.
It's a win-win, Xanorn.
There's also other bad outcomes, too, like ending up trapped somewhere for 100 years if you eat the wrong food or something.
Then I will make that their problem.
I mean, you can't if that 100 years is a second to you. I'm just saying, they do weird stuff. Curses are a thing.
Have you met my siblings? I'm already cursed.
True.
I'm just saying, I think you should be careful. That's all I'll say about that. It's your life.
It is my life. Thank you. Also, Sam, how is Drew feeling right now? Is there any specific changes, perhaps, going on with her
Not yet.
subclass?
Not yet.
Not yet? Okay,
Not
cool. All right. Now can I look for like a place to sleep?
Roll a survival check.
Can you shut the fuck up?
Okay. Yes, Sam.
Yeah, come on,
Fine.
Sam.
Well, fine.
You hear him?
A little bit.
He's screaming.
Me too,
Dirty
on the
20.
inside.
Okay.
I just scream on the outside. I don't keep it in anymore.
You're able to identify even. You have dark vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With the help of your dark vision, you're able to find. There's like a rock formation up ahead, and you're able to identify. There's this sort of like almost staining on the rock. It's this very like light brown rock, and there's a sort of like dark staining on it that usually indicates that water ran down there at some point and indicates the presence of a spring. You manage to get close. You can find kind of like these large rocks that are kind of like fallen over and piled up out of each other, jutting up out of the ground, and kind of create like a little space underneath them. And that space, like kind of further in, like deeper underneath the rocks, you can see like a little bit of like moonlight reflecting off of the surface of some fresh water in there of a spring. And the area a little bit further away from that, still in the shelter of the rocks. The ground would be a little bit, the ground is like very rocky and pebbly, but it's dry and it has shelter.
It'll do.
Yeah, it looks good. Yeah, it looks good.
Right.
And there's trees around too to provide some windbreak as well.
Sick. Love it. Were they following us this entire time? Or do I gotta signal them somehow?
We're following you at a distance.
Okay. Drew will, I guess, stand up on the horse, YOLO, and just like wave. Be like, come on, found him.
Cool.
I'll start gathering some firewood. Xanorn gets down off the horse and starts going into the woods to gather up some dry wood.
Just in case anything funky happens at night, Arcane Recovery to get a 3rd level spell slot back.
Okay.
Nice. I will direct Poppy over to where Drew is pointing.
Okay.
Wizard.
Yeah, you can find this like kind of collection of rocks, rock formation over by some trees. Looks like it'll provide some good shelter for the night.
Sick. I will set up Poppy, make sure she is comfortable, and I will choose the most open portion of like an entrance to this area, and I will string up my tripwire with bells.
Okay.
Oh, not much longer now, and we don't even have to worry about this anymore when I become more powerful.
Yeah, you got like a magical tripwire with bells?
Well, the alarm spells are possible to sing, but I mean more like in my research, I could put us in a dome. Like a magical dome that nobody could enter unless I decide.
Cool.
It's very cool.
That's rad. I've never really like, I mean, depending on how you define magic, like I can do some pretty cool stuff with my key, but like magic like you do magic, like wizard magic, I've never really, I don't know. It seems cool, but I've never, not my thing.
It's fun.
I bet.
Do you need help setting up wires and stuff?
No, I got this. We should decide watches though. I'm okay with taking first watch if you want that.
I can go second.
Cool. Hey, Ilvem.
Mm.
You want to take first watch with me?
No thanks. I'm really tired.
Okay.
You want to take
Okay.
third watch with me?
Sure.
Okay.
Don't fight, you two, during your watch, please.
We won't fight. We've been getting along very well recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll get your camp set up and everything with whatever supplies you have, minus your amount of bedding and chairs and everything. I think you still have
I
tents,
don't
right?
want to talk about it.
Do you get tents as part of your adventuring equipment?
You should get like a bedroll and like blankets and stuff. I'm gonna set up. I'm gonna double up on bedrolls. So I'm gonna put my bedroll down, and then I'm gonna put Ilvem's bedroll on top of it, and be all like, "This is your bed now."
I don't actually have a bedroll because I have a diplomat's pack.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
have.
then I'm gonna lay out my bedroll and say, "This is your bed now."
I don't have an
I'll
adventurer's
just
Thank
pack
you.
or an explorer's pack. I don't have a bedroll. All my like sleeping equipment was in the bag of holding, ruptured and is back in Bastion. It's like fine.
Oh my
It's
God.
fine. I can. I'll just sleep on top of Mr. Bones in the blanket.
That's not
Okay.
gonna be comfortable.
I slept on worse.
Xanorn comes walking back into camp, just like dragging a handful of pine boughs that he's chopped down and starts like pulling them in and just like setting them out in like a mat format. And he's like, I chopped down more of these back here. If you lay them out kind of, on top of each other, it makes a pretty comfortable bed. We can put a blanket on
Do
top
none
of
of
it.
you have a bedroll?
No. Mine was in my bag of holding.
You found me outside the city. When you found me outside the city, I didn't have shoes, so you're all the ones with money.
I have rope and rations.
I have a bedroll.
And I have a tinderbox, a torch, a pouch, a forgery
I have some
kit.
ink.
Oh, I have ink too.
I also have some nice clothes.
All right. Well, I'm first watch, so y'all go to sleep, unless you want to take first watch with me, Xanorn.
Sure. I'll just let me just finish dragging over some pine boughs here and give me. I'll make myself a bed.
Can
and
you
then,
enlarge
we'll be good to
an
go.
object? You can. Oh,
You can. It only lasts for a minute though.
damn. I'll just sleep on the ground. Oh, I'll put my coat out and the blanket I used to cover Mr. Bones and sleep on that.
I mean, if we take if we take Poppy's saddle off for the night, that's actually pretty padded and comfortable. We can just lay that on the ground.
What would we do without you, Xanorn?
Yeah.
You'd have a lot less money from elephant rides, that's for sure.
Okay, it was mostly a rhetorical thing.
Yes, we currently have 30 gold in communal, 30 communal gold, and 124 gold for our house.
That's right. I forgot to mention that in the recap. Y'all are buying a house.
We are buying a home.
Look at us being responsible. property
Invest.
owners.
Diversify your portfolio.
God, I can't wait until we buy our first house and inevitably blow it the fuck up.
Me too.
All right, so y'all get camp set up.
Hannibal knows mending.
I just Hannibal casting mending on like one section of wall, and like the rest of it is gone, sealing up a crack.
I don't actually know mending anymore. That was an artificer thing.
Hilarious.
Ah, damn it.
Law.
Okay, so y'all get camp set up. Xanorn sets up a bed. You start a fire. You can like heat up some rations if you have any.
Rooster.
Just throw a whole feathered rooster onto the fire.
It's fine. You burns the pin feathers off.
It's probably bad by now. We didn't salt it or anything.
Oh yeah, how many
It
days has
smells
it been?
funky.
There's several days, like at least 2.
I'm not eating.
Dry age isn't a bag of holding.
You have to salt it first. We didn't salt it. That's the whole point.
Oh. Into the woods.
Xanorn gets
We're
you
gonna
see,
have wild
Xander's-
animals.
Xanorn gets up,
Right,
goes
now
over.
a bear's gonna show up.
And you see him. You can just see him go over, illuminated by the burning chicken, and just like stomp, like kick dirt onto it to put the fire out,
Oh yeah,
And then-
that too.
and then just like punts it off into the woods.
Well, that'll be a lovely snack for somebody who is not us.
I have rations.
Hopefully they don't decide to
Uh,
snack on us.
That'll be fun. I have fireball.
It's a bridge to cross later.
I have fireball. We'll be fine. They can chew on Mr. Bones. He's made of bones. Right,
You
Mr.
should make
Bones?
bone broth.
Good idea. Mr. Bones, come here.
No.
Sit in this pot.
Absolutely not. No.
Sit
So
in
y'all
the
need
We
pot.
don't have a pot.
You do have a pot.
We do?
I think so. I thought Hannibal had one. No. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
wouldn't brewer supplies have a
Oh
pot?
no, that's right. You were cooking in a helmet.
Oh yeah.
We were cooking on a breastplate.
That was no, that's the breastplate. That was, it used a breastplate as a frying pan.
So yeah, sorry.
God,
Fred.
we really are disasters. Like sometimes I'll like take a step back and be like, oh, like we're not that bad, and then we like get back into it. I'm like, oh yeah, we used a breastplate as a fucking frying pan, didn't we?
And then you just left. You just left a city where you could have bought all of these things, but just like panic left before you got. any
Oh, I didn't get a
supplies.
pearl.
you
Should
did?
we
Ilvem
be
bought you one.
investing
I bought
in
you
the
a
house
pearl.
when we can't even
Oh.
afford a
Why
pot?
Oh, I don't have it in my equipment. Thank you.
You should.
I forgot.
I bought you a very nice hat pin. I mean, you threw the hat
Right.
away, but now you still have the pearl at least.
That's right. You do. You put the hat pin in your lapel.
Is it 100 gold piece pearl?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
requested requested 100 gold
I
piece
forgot.
pearl.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
You're welcome.
Now I can play with
Didn't
Identify.
you use it to cast Identify on the
don't.
armor though?
Oh, that's right.
On my bracer
I don't think
thing.
I don't think it gets used up though.
No, it doesn't. It's it keeps. It doesn't use up
Yeah.
the component.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah. It's multiple use.
Oh, here I found it. It's in my breeches.
Like, could you imagine having to spend 100 gold pieces every time you wanted to cast Identify?
I would never use it.
Terrible. Yeah.
You can also cast Identify on people to like figure out if they have any spells attached to them. Yeah,
Oh, cool.
any spells affecting them. Yep.
Cast it on me.
Oh, okay. Are you serious, Drusilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, to see if
Yeah.
anything messed up with you.
I mean, I know that, but I want to know what.
Okay. Where would you want my hands for 1 minute?
Face.
Face. Just. Oh.
With my 14 strength. Okay.
Ow.
So my hands are slimy. Sorry, that's just who I am. I'm not wearing my gloves anymore. Okay.
It's
Yeah, don't
fine, I've
apologize
been in
for
worse.
it.
This is who I am now.
I've been in worse.
Do you see I got rid of my hat and ripped off my sleeves?
I did see that,
Okay.
Hannibal. Very proud of you.
I'm going to spend a minute casting Identify on Drusilla.
Okay.
To see if there's any spells currently affecting her.
All right. Let me
It says only spells affecting her.
check it.
Nothing beyond
Okay.
that. I pressed the pearl into her forehead too.
Yeah.
Like,
Is this hat pin sticking up like a unicorn? Okay. So you get back some results.
oh.
The results are kind of fuzzy though, because
They're
it's
fuzzy.
sort of spells, but it's not exactly like hard and fast like spells you're familiar with. But there's definitely magic affecting Drew. But it's not anything that's necessarily unfamiliar that you haven't seen before. You do get the sense of multiple, basically like tracking, location providing spells that you were kind of already aware of when you did the aura reading at the university.
Wasn't there for that
Oh, that's true. I thought you all
How
talked about it.
embarrassing that
I'm finding it now.
Hannibal uses a first level spell to find out what that giant fucking aura machine.
I mean, it does
spent
other
how
things
long?
too, but
yes. Sure
So to quote,
but it's also like you do. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
to quote this person in a book that I read once, you've got a lot of dingleberries on your soul, like just tracking spells. It seems like.
Yeah, I knew that.
Well, now we all know. A lot of tracking spells on Drusilla.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's-
knew
Yeah.
that.
That tracks.
Some of the stuff's fuzzy, very fuzzy. I think our best bet is to kill Drusilla and leave her in the woods. That's my professional opinion.
You're
This
not
is
a
why we don't pay you.
professional.
It's also a joke.
I don't know. Sometimes it's not a joke with you.
When was the last time I didn't joke?
I honestly can't tell sometimes.
When you tortured the dude in the bank.
Right.
Unless that was a joke, because then that's not a funny joke. That's a little bit too far.
You tortured him too.
I didn't do shit.
I swear you did something.
I was a spider. I was the one being like, hey, maybe we shouldn't torture this poor one. And you guys were like, what if we did though?
Right. It was Aja's fault.
It wasn't her
It was
fault
Aja's fault.
either.
Yeah, it was Aja.
No.
We were paid. We were paid to torture him. By the person who owns the bank.
We were not
I
paid
mean-
to torture.
I don't know if that like being paid makes it more like ethical, you know?
Yeah.
You
We
did
weren't
actually
being paid.
you did actually get paid less because in order to pay for his like trauma.
That was a long time ago.
They counted the trauma. They counted the trauma he received as damages incurred during the job, and thus
As
reduced
they
your pay.
should, as they
It was
should.
a long time ago.
Mm-hmm. All right, so y'all going to bed?
Yeah.
Okay, so who's taking first watch? It's Sid and Xanorn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, so everybody else goes to bed. Sid and Xanorn kind of sit up. So Xanorn keeps going and getting wood to fuel the fire. You have fresh water at least, if not food. Y'all are kind of hungry.
Yeah, I got rations, and if Xanor doesn't have any, I'll share mine with him too.
Okay. All right.
So, Xanorn,
Yeah.
the fuck's up?
Could you be more specific?
I mean, I didn't exactly see what happened, but I heard that there was another one of those suits of armor
Mm-hmm.
that attacked Drew, and you were around for that. So,
Kinda, yeah.
I reiterate, the fuck's up?
Again, could you be more about what in particular about that situation? Do you want me to recap it for you?
Yeah, recap it. What went down? How the fuck did you two make it out?
Well, Drusilla just kind of said some mysterious stuff about going off on her own.
That tracks.
She went wandering off into some alleyways and streets and stuff, which I thought was kind of weird. I kind of just kept in the area and stuff. Eventually, I spotted her again, and she was just wandering into the prison in town. So I figured I should go check on that and see what's going on. Followed her inside, where I found her talking to I came in just as she was talking to the suit of armor, and she was talking about going with the suit of armor into the Feywild, and was just like, yeah, sure, if it gets me answers, cool, I'll do it. And I was like, maybe don't do that.
Niched.
Fucking snitch.
Did they
Snitches
actually
get stitches?
Did they actually say Feywild, or did you know that thing was from the Feywild?
Well, they didn't exactly say it, but I was able to identify that is what that is and where it's from. I think you've all talked about them before, too. You mentioned that they come from there.
Do I get the sense that he's holding something back?
Roll me an insight check.
Insight is 16.
Okay. Maybe you're not sure if it's just this entire situation is just weird and uncomfortable, though.
Okay. And if you knew anything else important, you would tell me, right?
Aside from the fact that if those people that are sending those suits of armor after Drusilla, if they're doing stuff like that, they probably don't mean well. Probably a bad idea to go with them. Then Drusilla seems keen on getting to the Feywild now, based on that, to get answers. And those people also can't lie. So if you ask them direct questions and don't get an answer, you pretty much know the answer.
And if there was any other important information about you, you'd tell me, right?
That depends on what you count as important.
Well, considering that, for the most part, everyone in this group has something going on with them, with either some sort of secret or someone out to kill them, I wouldn't be that surprised if the same went for you as well. And if the same did go for you, I would personally like to know, because I like to know what I'm getting myself into.
No one is coming for me or wants to kill me, and nothing in my past is gonna become following us. So,
are you out to kill someone else?
I am not. No.
Okay. Fair enough. If that changes, you let me know, okay?
Will do.
All right. Thank you for your honesty.
Doing my best. Thank you for respecting my privacy.
I try as much as I can without putting myself or the people I love in danger.
Fair point.
That being said, if I do find out that you're withholding information that could potentially put myself or someone I love in danger, I will kick your ass.
Totally fair.
Anyway, rations?
Yes, please. Thank you.
It's not much. I just got like a lot of different kinds of jerky mainly.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right.
All right. Drusilla.
Hi, that me.
Mm-hmm. You're asleep. You eventually drift off to sleep. You have a lot of questions swimming in your mind, but eventually you drift off and fade away into sleep. And it's one of those times where you fall into sleep where some of the things you're thinking about sort of fade into your first dream. So it's hard to tell when you stop just thinking and laying in bed and when you actually start dreaming. But eventually you find yourself just having a frequent dream you've had of just like walking through the woods, the familiar woods you grew up in, walking through some just walking through, not taking any particular path or anything, just kind of tiptoeing your way through the underbrush and greenery, just kind of exploring around what you used to do. making your way through. You can hear the birds chirping around you, hear the rustling sound of various animals moving away at a distance around you. Though you're aware that you get a lot closer to them than most people would, and if you really tried, you could definitely coax your way closer. But you're just kind of exploring right now and just let them be. But as you're walking, you begin to smell very thick, strong smell begins to fill the air, and you begin to smell smoke. And you turn around, and like a black wall of smoke behind you, just approaching. Slowly at first, but getting faster and faster and faster, just engulfing trees and enveloping them, just completely cutting off your line of sight as it approaches towards you in just a solid wall. Eventually, the smoke comes up to you and overtakes you, and for a second, you can't see anything. It's pitch black. Your lungs sting and burn from the smoke around you, and you can't see anything. But eventually you pass out, and it passes through over you, and you're on the other side, and the woods around you are engulfed in flames. Just the trees around you are on fire. Branches and boughs are falling and cracking to the ground. And everywhere around you is the bright orange light of a forest fire. A familiar sight, one that you've seen before. And you find yourself standing in the middle of a clearing with nothing around you really to burn. The ground around you has already been torched, and you're just standing amongst ashes. And from the deepest part of the flames ahead of you, you see a shape begin to emerge, moving closer and closer and closer towards you, until at last the flames closest to you part, and your mother steps into view. Looking like she was when you scryed on her at the Elven Embassy. And she steps into the clearing. You can look down and you can see that your hands and feet and your clothes are all smeared with soot and ash, but she appears untouched by the raging fires around her. And she steps into this clearing. The ground is just covered in a thick layer of ash that your feet like sink into, almost like up to the ankle. But she almost seems to step lightly on top of the pile of ash, not even disturbing it as she comes into the clearing and almost begins to circle around it. And as she does, she says, well, my child, you've certainly made progress for yourself.
I have?
Well, you've certainly drawn attention, that's for certain.
One could say that, yes.
And you certainly maintain your freedom, which is the goal, of course, right?
I do, yes.
Because above all else, what do we value? Our own freedom.
Freedom, yes.
Good. It's nice to know when a child remembers the lessons taught by her mother.
I've never forgotten any lesson, Mother.
Good. She looks around at the raging fire around all of you, and she says, this is a strong memory in your mind, isn't it? The first day of your awakening?
Yes. I remember it very clearly every time I close my eyes.
Such power around us.
Yes.
Of course, you can feel it even here. I have to wonder, in your practice, in that of your magic, this power is so intrinsic to you, it's keyed into your awakening. Yet, you dabbled in lesser undertakings, in these spirits and totems that you call upon. Why not draw from the greatest source of power you've ever felt? She just kind of holds her hands out, gesturing at the raging fire all around you.
Because I thought that being a shepherd of nature would make you proud of me.
Oh dear. The how is not the source of my pride, but the what. What you do with your power, that is what will make me proud. How you achieve it is entirely up to you.
What?
Should you so choose. This power is vast, and it is great, and just waiting for you to take it.
What do I have to do to take it?
That's the wrong question, my dear. It's not about what you need to do to take it. The question is what you need to stop doing to keep yourself, to keep it from you. You see, even now, you keep it at a distance. You're afraid of it. You're afraid of getting burned. And she steps over to the edge of the circle where the fires are just blazing up and just kind of almost seems to like scoop some up into her hand, and just a amorphous ball of fire just hangs in, just sits in her hand, just boiling up out of her palm, just black acrid smoke swirling up out of it, in like not like a nice candle flame or torch flame, but like a violent rolling fire just spewing up from the palm of her hand. It can be a great ally, fire. But if you're afraid of getting burned, and she closes her hand and it goes away, you'll never truly be able to tame it.
Mother?
Yes.
Is there a reason why you won't give me a straight answer?
You've spent some time amongst these humans and their cities. Yes, there's a saying that I think they say that may answer your question. Give a man a fish, and he is fed for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he is fed for the rest of his life. Of course, I prefer a different metaphor.
And what would that be?
Light a man a fire, and he's warm for an evening. Light a man on fire, and he's warm for the rest of his life.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Answers given are worth so much less than answers taken. And if you're going to be powerful, you need to learn to take your answers, not just receive them.
Are you afraid of lying to me? Or are you unable to lie to me? Is that what this is?
I'm not afraid of much of anything, my dear. Everything I do...
That didn't answer my question. Can you lie to me?
Everything I do is done to set you on your path.
Mother, that is not an answer. I want a straight yes or no answer to this question. Can you lie to me?
Gaslighting bitch.
She looks up at the sky, and you can see actually in the as she looks up, and if you follow her vision, you can see the night sky up above you, and just a circle of it where the smoke around you rises up and leaves the view clear up to the sky. And she says, and she looks up and she says, "Beautiful, isn't it? All those stars."
Oh my God.
Of course.
You're a fae. You're fae. That's why you're in the Feywild. That's why everything's going on right now. Oh my God.
If you look up, you should see the sky is purple.
Is the sky purple?
Midnight black. Perhaps the sky... Or should I say the sky is green? Pink? Blue? Yellow? You are 8 feet tall and your name is Carlos.
Oh, what a reveal.
Oh my god, you found out my true form, Mother. I'm sorry for questioning you, Mother.
Not at all, my dear. It means you're learning to ask the right questions. That doesn't feel like disrespect. That feels like a test being passed. Pass
Mother,
enough tests.
are you a ladrin?
No, I'm not. But let's just say I have some familiarity with the Feywild.
I'm a goblin.
Is that why you sold me to the Eladrin?
It's the funny thing about selling people instead of objects. Objects.
Not very funny at all.
Objects can be freely given, taken, and moved around. People have choice. I like to... The funny thing about people is their free will, about whether or not a person wants to have been sold, wants to be taken. It's hardly my fault if I receive what I'm to receive, yet the payment I offer refuses to comply. Such is the nature of free will.
So you're saying you sold me knowing that I wouldn't go?
If I had wanted you to go, I certainly would have made sure that you did.
You've always been looking out for me.
Strength is gained not through time, but through struggle, through tests, through challenges. The more challenges you face, the more strength you will gain. Gain enough strength, and one day, all will be clear.
Everything's becoming clearer now, Mother. I see it. I see it now.
Good. Now I'll leave you to your rest. You've had a long day. But you have some choices to make. And she once again reaches up and takes out a handful of the fire and holds it, just rolling up out of her hand.
Can I hold my hand out to take it from her?
She's standing a good distance away from you, but she says she sees you holding your hand out and she says, "Remember, dear, taken, not given." And then she tosses her hand downward, and the fire strikes the ground and erupts up into spirals up in front of her. And when it dies back down, she's gone, and you're still standing in the middle of this forest fire.
Is there fire near me?
Yeah, the whole circle of just trees and everything around you. You're basically standing in the center of an inferno, just this one little island of safety.
Feeling the happiness that she got a straight answer from her mother, and her mother's just looking out for her. She's gonna just stick that hand straight in the fire and scoop.
Okay. Roll me a wisdom check, please.
Subclass change.
Wisdom check.
Mm-hmm.
Rage.
How
I
could
feel
fail it?
rage.
Come in. We don't know any of this is happening.
Mm-hmm.
This is 16.
16. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You reach in, and you can feel the heat up around your arm, but you just, leaning into your magical training and everything that you've been through, you stick your arm into the fire, And as the heat of the fire tries to burn you, you impose your own will over the fire, and
Burn it
almost
back.
almost like a person who's trained an animal that lunges at them, and then you chastise the animal and tell it to sit. You will the fire back, and then scoop a handful out in front of you.
Oh my god, I'm doing it.
And as you hold it in your hand, that image of a trained animal comes to mind as well. And you're almost presented with a question of form by the fire in your hand, of sort of, well, what kind of animal would this fire be?
A bear.
All right. The fire sort of seems to solidify and take form of the head of a grizzly bear, just kind of sitting in your hand, and then it rushes backwards and fills out the body of a grizzly bear, with you just kind of cupping its chin in your hand, and it just sits there leaning its head on your hand, obediently waiting for your instruction.
Kill my siblings.
You're so fucking cute. I'm gonna call you Simon, okay?
Lets out a low growl. It sounds somewhere between the growl of a bear and just the rumbling, crackling sound of a fire.
I love you and I would die for you. Just say the word. But I gotta go back now. You gotta swoop, go, swoop.
Just kind of collects, all the fire rushes inward, and there's just like a little mote, like almost like a candle flame of fire hovering there in the air in front of you.
Simon, can I take the candle?
Mm-hmm. You can wrap your hand around the flame, and as you do, you can feel the warmth. It doesn't get snuffed out. The warmth just kind of like enters into your hand, and you can feel that presence kind of with you. And you sense that you would be able to, you can learn to bring Simon
Summon
out.
Simon.
Yep. As part of you may now switch over to the Circle of Wildfire Druid.
Yeah.
Yes, bitch.
Because
Blast.
and that is the wildfire. That is your wildfire spirit right there.
His name is Simon, and he's a bear.
Now 2 of us can play with fire.
Yeah. Okay.
I actually get fireball. Like...
High five! Double
Fireball,
fireball.
fire. All right.
Oh yes.
And
those level 1 goblins don't stand a chance against us.
The world around you just kind of like brightens and brightens and brightens, and you have a normal rest of your sleep. Eventually, I think someone wakes you up for a watch. Is it Drew? Drew has a watch, yes?
Yeah. Watch
Okay.
3 with
Okay.
Ilvem.
I was watch 2.
So I think,
Yeah.
Hannibal's next. So I
So
imagine Hannibal wakes up after a few hours, and Sid and Xanorn are just sitting there with playing cards. You got any 2s?
Go fish.
Damn it. Hey, Hannibal.
Hello.
Ready for your watch?
Yes.
Cool. And I'm just gonna take my giant dragon plushie
Mm-hmm.
and just put it on the ground and use it as a pillow and just
Nice.
go to bed.
All right.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna bring out all my friends for this watch. Let Moloch have a pee. Mr. Bones is going to walk around with me, and then Abacus is going to sit on my shoulder. My
Okay.
familiar.
Gang's all here.
So many friends because I am so lonely. And just kind of roam around the campsite and just keep
Okay.
an eye out. because I have dark vision as well.
That's true. Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
No. Okay.
Okay.
On brand, right away on brand. For terrible rolls for Hannibal. It's a 6 minus 1.
5. Okay. You see nothing of consequence during your watch, and eventually it becomes time to wake up Drusilla.
Huh. Drusilla.
What?
It's your it's your turn.
Oh. Okay.
Do you want Mr. Bones to keep you company?
No, I really don't.
Do you want Moloch to keep you company?
Yeah, I'd love Moloch.
Okay. Let's go, Mr. Bones. Mr. Bones, lay down. Okay. Blanket on top of Mr. Bones. And I'm gonna lay on top of Mr. Bones. Ugh.
Horribly uncomfortable.
Better than the ground.
Drusilla, as you get up, because you were laying on a bedroll, right?
She was using the bedroll as a pillow. So
Okay, so you're just kind of
yes,
like laying on the
but
ground.
No.
Okay. As you get up, something smell like burning?
Oh no.
It's like a faint smell. And as you look down, you can actually see that like there's little shoots and like little like clover and like a small ground covering of little plants on the ground. And as you sit up, you find that the ones underneath you, like the edges are just kind of blackened and curled in, and there's like tiny little wisps of residual smoke.
Is it quite obvious?
Not really, no.
Okay, cool.
Like if you like run your hand over them, you kind of like brush off all the charred bits, and like it just looks like rabbits got to them.
Yeah, we are just gonna keep that a secret for right now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you get up and you can do your watch.
Now, how peacefully is Ilvem sleeping?
Good question. How peacefully is Ilvem sleeping?
That's a great question. Ilvem just kind of sleeps like they're dead. And there's never any like outward emotion to their sleep. No matter what their dreams are like, it's always the exact same every night.
Well, because like I said I was gonna wake Ilvem up and do third watch. But also like I'll wake them up for fourth watch with me because I only need 4 hours of sleep. Let's go. So I'll do a watch by myself and then wake Ilvem up for the last watch with me.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit there and vibe and play with the fire, the campfire.
Okay.
You know,
All right.
poke at it.
Actually, do you have Drusilla, do you have the control flames cantrip?
No.
All right. I will say that after your dream last night, you do have the option of replacing one of your cantrips with control flames.
Hey, will do.
Okay.
Will do. Cool. So, we go. Cool.
So you kind of discover that as you're sitting there, you have your hand over the campfire, and you discover you can shape the fire, move it around, cause it to like turn into little shapes. You can cause like little form into little like silhouettes of people and like move around and act things out, or animals or trees or scenes. You can expand the fire, you can shrink the fire, you could snuff this fire out if you wanted just by willing it gone.
Oh my god, this is so cool. So now, if I'm on one side of the fire and I cast this and like make a little scene,
Mm-hmm.
and I go to the other side of the fire, is it visible?
It can be, yeah, depending on how you set it up. Like you can make like the very top of the fire like turn into that scene, or you can make it like if you look into the fire. It just depends on how you do it.
Okay, cool. Is it time to wake Ilvem up yet?
Just about, yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna go over and just like start shaking the shoulder. Just like Ilvem.
Oh,
Ilvem.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I know. Okay, watch. I'm here. I'm watching. I'm looking.
No, come here. Go.
What's up?
Okay, I want you to look into the fire.
Okay.
Okay. If I can guess what you see, you have to give me something, okay?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Just look into the fire. Focus.
I'm focusing.
I'm gonna cast control fire to like make Poppy, like a vision of Poppy
Okay.
show up. But I'm also like closing my eyes.
Okay. And it does only have somatic components, so it's only like just a quick little hand gesture and everything. You don't need to say anything. You don't need material components or anything.
So I'm closing my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh.
So yeah.
Touch Ilvem's forehead for good effect.
Ilvem, you're looking into the fire, and you can see just like it's flickering and wavering, and all of a sudden there's just kind of like a flare of light as a little bit of firewood just kind of like flares up into an additional little bit of flame, and it kind of like settles into the shape of an elephant, of Poppy. Do you have like everybody riding on top of Poppy, or just Poppy?
Yeah, everyone riding on top of Poppy.
It's like an elephant. It's like Poppy, the elephant. You can see like the silhouette of the saddle. You can see like all of you sitting on top. It's like a miniaturized, like about this big version of Poppy, and all of you just kind of like Poppy walking in place, just like a side view of Poppy, just like walking in place sideways with all of you.
It's very cute.
And I'm gonna touch Ilvem's forehead and be like, "Oh, it's coming through. It's Poppy."
No, I see a tiger.
No, you don't.
No, I see a tiger.
No, you see Poppy.
I fully see a tiger.
No, you see Poppy because
Nope.
I made it see Poppy.
Can you guys keep it down?
Sorry.
Sorry, Hannibal. But you see Poppy because I made the fire look like Poppy, not a fucking tiger.
Listen, I'm just telling you what I see. It looks like a tiger.
It
But
looks
also...
it looks like Poppy.
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, you didn't play my game, so I don't want anything when you got.
Well, your game was cheating.
And your games aren't?
Oh, no, like, you mistake me. I'm very proud. You didn't set it up very well. We'll work on it, though.
Okay. But, like, wasn't that cool?
It was pretty cool.
Right? Like...
Yeah.
My mom taught me how to do it in a dream.
Yeah, honestly, that super tracks. I learned a lot of shit from Serial in dreams. Is that like a normal thing? Do other people also have that? Or is that like a special-ass thing?
I think it's special.
I think we're special too, because like Sid has to do all of that training with like the monks and stuff where
Sid
he
actually
just
has
kind of
to
gets his
work
ass
for
beat.
stuff.
Yeah.
And Hannibal has to read a lot.
So many books.
And it's like kind of gross.
And then like I just go to sleep, have a little chat with Serial, and wake up with new cool things, you know?
Ah, same. That's what happened tonight.
It's pretty cool. I'm very happy for you. What else can you do?
A lot more fire.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Like...
Maybe we just won't tell Sid right away. He'll just like start worrying about you burning down a town. Please don't burn down a town.
not gonna burn down a town unless the town deserves it.
Yeah, but like your idea of deserves it and the real deserves it are two wildly different fields.
Okay,
study.
fine. I won't burn down a town unless you or Sid tell me they deserve it.
Fantastic. But also,
Or I feel like they
my
deserve it.
definition
Really
of deserves it is also a completely different ballpark. We should probably defer to Sid on this one.
I won't burn down a town unless you say they deserve it.
You know what? I'm into that.
Or I deserve it. Or Simon says they deserve it.
Who's Simon?
Just a friend.
A friend like the elephant lady friend.
No, he's a bear.
Oh, I've never met a bear.
Do you want to meet him?
I would love to meet him.
That's not true either.
Okay. Let me just see one thing real quick. How long does he last?
An hour.
An hour?
Mm-hmm. It uses up one of your wild shapes, basically.
Mm-hmm. Concentrate real hard. I'm gonna open my hands and just summon Simon.
Okay, where do you summon Simon?
In a spot
Within 30 feet of you.
right in front of me.
So, I'm gonna need Ilvem to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Wait, what? No! No!
Somebody didn't read the whole class speech.
Does this wake us up?
Yeah, you two get woken up. So, because if you're unconscious, you automatically fail dexterity saving throws.
Woo!
Drusilla, roll me 2d6, please.
What about Mr. Bones?
Yeah,
Mr.
Bones, too.
What about Molly?
Well, actually, let's see. It's within 10 feet. So who is within 10 feet of Drew and Ilvem?
Me, Mr.
Just
Bones.
Ilvem.
Me, Mr.
Oh, just Ilvem.
Oh, is okay.
Yeah, because we're like right at the fire, so like.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
off to one side. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I wake up to a no Mr. Bones.
No,
rolled a
Mr. Bones.
19.
Okay. I believe that makes your spell DC, right?
Spell DC is a 15.
Okay, so that makes it. So you take, I believe that's going to be half damage. So yeah, roll me 2d6.
Did I get like the long rest though? Like, do I have full health?
Yes, you have the full health. Yeah. Or actually, no,
Okay.
you it's not half damage. So, so what happens? Drusilla just kind of like opens her hand and like little candle flame comes out, a little tiny mote of fire, that then just like moves a little bit forward in front of her and then just expands in just like a fiery explosion you manage to like duck out of the way of as it just like flames roar out over this 10-foot radius, nearly hitting Hannibal, Mr. Bones, and Sid and Xanorn, which this does wake you up, but there's just something like a like you feel the heat on your face, and Malik. And then there's just standing in the middle of the ground, scorched around him, is a bear made of fire.
What?
But he's sorry. The size is small, so he's like
A baby
god-sized
bear.
Yes, like a baby bear made of fire.
A koala.
Actually, and he can fly too. Has a 30-foot fly
Oh
speed.
man, that's
So
amazing.
it's just like hovering in the air.
What is that? Is it evil? Do we kill it?
You wake up, there's a little bear cub floating in the air, and Drew is just cackling. Bear cub made of fire floating in there, and Drew's just cackling.
Sid's just gonna like lift his head, look at it, and just roll over onto his other side and go back to sleep.
Yeah, that's very cool, Drew. I'm going back to sleep now. Come on, Mr. Bones, shift over.
This is Simon.
Ow, son of a bitch! Gotta give some warning. Simon's hot.
I told you guys not to fight.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know he would do that.
I
But-
love him though.
Isn't he just a fucking cute?
I have known Simon for 3 seconds, and if anything were to happen to him, I would kill everybody in this campsite and then myself.
Right? Like that's how I felt when he came to me in my dream.
Amazing. Super cute.
I love him. And then he's gonna fight with me, and he'll burn down a town.
If he burns down a town, it's like we didn't.
Exactly. I can't be held responsible if something catches fire when he passes by and down. Goodbye.
Gone. Blink of an eye.
Well, that fiery teleportation ability is cool.
Yeah.
It is very cool.
So does he just fight? Does he do anything else?
You know,
Just vibes.
this is the first time that I really like pulled him out, so I'm still kind of getting used to it.
Okay. My bad. In my dreams, Suriel usually like does like a whole training montage thing for new things. So I just assumed.
My mom just showed up and she was like, you know, you light a man a fire, he's warm for the night. You light a man on fire, he's warm for the rest of his life. And then Simon came to me.
She's not wrong, but that's a horrific saying.
No, I mean, it's true. Like,
Things can
That
be
is what
true and
happened.
horrific.
it's not that bad.
It's pretty bad.
No. If a man doesn't know how to build a fire, he should be set on fire.
We're gonna we gotta work on that.
Evil Drew.
Oh, well, how is he going to survive if he can't build a fire?
Community care, Drew. Community care.
I don't know what that is. Sounds fake.
Community care is like that one time we got into a fight and then Sid like talked to you and like said stupid wise words and then talked to me and said stupid wise words and then we came together and apologized to each other.
Did we
That's-
apologize?
I feel like it's not in either of our natures. So it was probably more of a just kind of acknowledgement of each other. But, you know, whatever works.
Mm. It still sounds fake. Because, you know, like, no offense to Sid, but those, like, wise words are kind of fake. Like, it sounded very fake, you know? Like,
Talking shit.
like
Comes
something.
off a little pretentious sometimes.
It does. Like, oh, look at
Also-
me. I have a last name. I'm better than all of you.
Yeah. What's that all about? What's that about? Wayfarer, I would come from an established familial line.
Wayfarer.
Ugh.
Like,
And you know,
of us
honestly,
didn't have houses, Sid.
we were at the Enclave together, and he talks a big game about like staying together and being gung ho. He was a bitch. He was so rude at the Enclave. I tried to talk to him so many times, and you know when he like gets that like glare on his face and then doesn't say anything. Only
I've gotten that
response.
look a lot. I've
Only
gotten that look a
response.
lot.
He had one friend, one singular friend. Oh. Maybe emphasis on the had.
Are they dead?
I don't know. A lot of people died at the Enclave.
I
Well,
don't know what happened on my enclave.
like
I
a
hope
sad
they all
turn.
died.
That's fucked up.
Our lives are fucked up, Ilvem.
Yeah, they really are, huh?
Like, who'd have thunk we'd be here?
I killed a woman back in Bastion.
Oh, that's fun.
Sid saw. So now I have to try to dodge those questions.
I held a man's hand as he got stabbed by the suit of armor that, are chasing me.
Oh, that's sad.
His name is Ember. He was a follower of my mom's cult.
You're almost a cult?
Right? Like, that was
What
news to me.
the
He was like,
fuck?
oh my God. Whoa, whoa. And I was just like, what? And he was like, your mom. And I was like, dude, I know, right? She's pretty great, isn't she? And then, like, you know, the suit of armor showed up, but it was just like, and then he died at my hands. And it was kind of gross.
Okay. Lacking a little empathy there, I'm hearing.
I mean, like, he was in prison, probably wasn't getting out anyway.
I don't know how to interact with that one.
Neutral.
Maybe you should talk to a priest or something.
No.
Yeah, no.
Religion isn't my thing. Cough, cough. My
Religion's-
mom has a cult. What part of that doesn't connect for you?
Are you a part of the cult?
I think so.
Do you have like a cult mark?
No, but I have a cult name.
You have a cult name? That's so sick.
Yeah. Because, like, I told him my name, and the guy was just like, oh my God, you're the scion of Galen. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean? I don't know what a scion is. And he was like, it means the daughter. And I was like, yeah, that is me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you know what a scion was?
Don't be stupid. Of course I didn't.
Okay, cool. So it's not just me. I bet you Sid would know what a scion
Oh,
is.
Sid. Yeah, Sid, the last of the House of Wayfarer, would definitely know.
Of course he would.
A scion is.
Probably back where he lives. I don't know where that is.
No,
think
I
he
bet
told me
he's the
once.
scion.
No, but Scion's a daughter. He's not a daughter, though. He's a son, right?
Is it a daughter specifically, or is it like a gender-neutral term for child?
I don't know.
Offspring.
But I bet you back where Sid lives. Anyway, back to my point. Listen to me now.
Okay. There's a lot of energy very early in the morning.
I'm energized with, you know, my fire has been fueled, so to speak. Anywho, back where Sid lives, wherever that is, I don't know. I think he's told me. I don't care to listen.
He's definitely said.
Anywho, back where he lives, I don't know where that is. They probably go around and just be like, oh, yes, you're the scion of so-and-so. Fancy.
Oh, 100%. No way they don't.
Right? Like,
100%.
and then there's just like us that are like, oh, you're what's up, you know? Not even knowing what a scion is.
Yeah.
And now we do know. We should really find out what scion actually means.
Oh
Because
my
we can
gosh.
just like sneak into it, be like, oh yes, this is Sidariel, scion of House Wayfarer.
First of all, I don't think that's how you say his full name. And secondly, I don't think he likes going by his full name.
Okay, fine. This is Sid, scion of House Wayfarer.
Real quick, can I get a perception check from Hannibal and Sid? Yes, please.
With disadvantage because we're unconscious.
Yeah. It is. The sun is coming up, so it is morning by now, basically.
4
With
minus 1.
disadvantage?
3.
You're unconscious, yeah.
Oh God, that was a natural 20 and a 2.
I'm smart.
Ugh.
I'm smart, but not wise.
All right, carry on. Then nobody wakes up until you wake
You
them.
know what? I bet you Xanor wouldn't snitch on us if we asked him what Scion was. And then we could just start dropping it into casual conversation.
Scooch over, pokes Xanor,
What?
I have a question.
Yeah.
What does scion mean?
Like the word?
Yeah.
That's why
Obviously
you
the
woke me
word.
up?
Yeah.
Yes, Xanorn.
Couldn't wait like another hour? Okay.
No.
It means like, yeah, like child of, or just like a descendant of. Yeah, like if you're the scion of something, you're like the child or not like representative, descendant of, heir to, that kind of thing.
Oh my
I mean,
God.
I don't know. Depends on how it's used.
Okay, you can go back to. So wait. No, don't go back to sleep. Just say it. So it's like not just doesn't just mean daughter or son. Like it's kind of like neutral.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Go back to bed now.
I mean, at this point, I'm just gonna get up. It's light out. I'm just gonna.
Xanorn,
What? I'm not just gonna go back unconscious because you want me to.
I mean,
Go to
I
sleep.
can't.
Go to sleep.
Also, Xanorn, that's Simon.
Aha. Hi, Simon.
I knew.
Simon's just like flying around the campsite.
How long does Simon last for?
An hour.
An hour.
Sorry,
So he'll be gone by the time you guys wake
That's
up.
a personal
Yeah.
question.
No.
So now that Xanorn's here.
And I've been here. Now I'm awake.
Oh. Sorry, Hannibal has sleep apnea.
So
I'm trying to think of like
Does-
other big words I don't know.
Does greater restoration fix sleep apnea?
Now I want to play a character that has sleep apnea.
it's not fun.
No, it's not.
No, you don't.
I think I have it.
Yeah, me too. I've done the sleep test for it, and that's not fun either. What's a big word that I don't know?
You can ask me on the road too. Not like this isn't limited to right now.
No,
Well, we
it
can't do it in
is.
front of Sid and Hannibal.
Yeah, because then they're gonna make fun of it, especially Sid, scion of House Wayfarer. So smart.
Shut up. Shut up.
I'm Sid. I have a quarterstaff.
I'm Sid. I have an extra set of arms. There you go. Yeah.
I can throw darts very well.
I'm Sid.
Why is this happening?
I wish I was awake.
I'm Sid. I'm stern because I am the leader, because I'm the richest and the smartest.
Well.
Is this what you've been doing your whole watch?
No.
No. Also talking to Simon.
Okay, I'm gonna go take care of some business. He gets up and stretches and then starts walking off into the woods.
Bye, Xander, and have a nice pee.
That man is about to destroy an ecosystem. Absolutely brutalize it.
Well, I mean, as long as he doesn't go like in the water, it should be fine, because then it's just like, water and fertilization, because it's just your body getting rid of all the waste, right?
Sure.
That's how that works. I think my mom told me about it once. I didn't really listen to a lot of what my mom told me, I'm gonna be honest.
Funny enough, I also didn't listen very often when my teachers were speaking.
So do you not have a mom?
No. No, I don't.
And how were you born?
I assume that I was just crafted at the age of 8.
Ooh, I'm Ilvem.
That's so cool!
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I can't die. I'm kidding, I can definitely die.
Yeah. I think I might have been 8 when my mom put me in the forest fire.
She put you in a forest fire?
Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Right about now is when Sid,
It was
you find yourself
conceived by
waking
the
up.
forest itself.
Oh,
How
hello.
does it go up?
Good morning, everyone. How is... Oh! Is the bear still up or no?
Yeah. No, probably gone by now.
Cool beans. Oh, hello everyone. How's it going?
Good morning, Hannibal. It's going great.
Good morning.
You're too friendly. You're never friendly.
Can't I just be friendly to my brother whom I love so much?
Oh, you're really weighing on thick with the L word, Drew.
That I tolerate so much?
What's going on here?
Is that better?
Yeah, that sounded more correct.
Okay, thank you.
Insight check.
Roll it.
Natural 20 for a 19.
Drew and Ilvem, roll your deception checks.
I'm not good at the...
Natural 20 doesn't always mean success on an ability check.
Mm-hmm. Especially contested buns.
Oh, bitch! Natural 20 for a 20.
Fuck.
I rolled a 13 for a 19.
Oh, okay. Hannibal, something weird's going on. Strangely enough, Drusilla's not the one giving off the vibe. It's Ilvem, but it's not. You're on the fence. You're like, they could just be being weird. It's morning. Like,
okay. And then I just stare at Ilvem. Interesting.
All right, Sid, you also wake up.
Okay, so we're gonna go to my ancient historical site.
Yep.
Hold up.
Okay.
Bear?
Not there.
No bear.
No bear.
No bear? There's no bear?
No bear.
No
Bear's
bear.
gone. Bear only lasts for an hour.
Okay.
Oh, it's in the woods, though.
No,
Cool.
your Buridan is not here, I'm afraid.
No, he's,
Sorry, Sid.
You were kind of saying his name in your sleep. It was kind of embarrassing for you.
Bear is saying.
Ilvem, as you're saying this, and like you, and your eye is drawn a little bit past whoever you're looking at, and like on like the edge of where you can see between a couple trees, you can see Suriel standing like off in the distance.
I'm gonna like do like a little like shriek jump, you know?
What? Did you see Xanorn?
No.
Is he destroying an ecosystem?
He's definitely destroying an ecosystem, but I didn't see him.
It's the morning.
Right
Why is
here,
everyone
he says
yelling?
as he comes into camp.
It's the morning.
Sorry, I just
Way too much.
Why is
I have to go
everyone
deal with some
yelling and
business as
shrieking?
well. Goodbye.
Bye, Ilvem. Have a nice
Why'd
day.
you-
Don't destroy an ecosystem.
Why'd you shriek?
I'm gonna
man?
flounce into the forest.
Okay. You're going like towards Suriel, and like eventually one of the, because of the trees or whatever, as you're walking, like you lose sight of him and you step out and he's not there anymore. But then you hear a voice from behind you, like against one of the trees you passed. So you're going to the place I told you
I'm gonna
about?
jump shriek again. Just oh my god, why?
He's leaning up against the tree next to you with his wings folded.
Hello, good morning to you as well.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm going.
All right. Watch for me. I'll lead you there when you're ready to go.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
When you get there, I'll explain what's going on and what you need to do.
Awesome. Super stoked. Hey, did you know what the word scion meant?
Yes?
Damn. Okay, that was it. I also knew that as well. It was a word I know and I have known for a while. I just know it. It's a word that's in my vocabulary.
All right.
I have to go meet up with the rest of the group now. Goodbye.
All right.
I'm just gonna like very awkwardly start shuffling away.
Okay.
Mr. Bones, when we're on the road, we might run into people and you might scare them. So we're going to make you a disguise so you don't. Keep the sheet on. And I'm just going to take out my sickle and cut eye holes.
Okay.
So you can
Somehow
see.
that's worse.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's better.
Can I like
long does he
walk
last
into the
for?
camp, see the ghost, and shriek again?
Yes, absolutely.
God damn it!
It's just Mr. Bones.
Did you destroy an ecosystem?
No, I didn't. I did not.
No.
I'm not Xanorn.
What?
Did Did you destroy an ecosystem, Xanorn?
No?
Wait a second.
Did you pee in a river?
Not what it smells like.
Wait a second. I take the sheet off and throw it in the fire? Okay, so, actually,
Why did you do that?
evidence. Bowler, I would take my bowler hat out and put it on Mr. Bones' head. Perfect. Disguise.
Yeah, now
Okay.
he's a skeleton wearing a hat.
Mr.
Much
Bones,
less scary.
A
dance.
very classy skeleton. He's probably...
He has weapons, he's not just a skeleton. Actually, no, he doesn't, because he didn't manifest with any.
It's still a bit upsetting.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you guys mind if I do something really quick before we leave?
Are you gonna go destroy an ecosystem?
Maybe.
Fun.
I'm going to pack up my bedroll and stuff. And yeah, Hannibal.
Before you go, if we get into a scrap, I have a very fun plan that involves you that you'll really like. It'll make you punch people harder. Here, let me explain. I grab a stick. Just let me explain. I draw a picture of a stick figure of Sid in the dirt. So that's you. Here, I'll give them like a face of contempt. And then...
yeah, tracks I'm following.
It's all making sense.
And then I stand close enough to you, I sink within 30 feet. So here's me, 30 feet away, with my big head fin.
Yep.
When you're going to start punching dudes or people, I cast Enlarge on you, and you grow in all dimensions. You double your size in all dimensions, and your weight is multiplied by 8, so it times by 8. And you punch people harder.
That sounds awesome.
Your strength goes up, everything goes up, you become a monster of just strength.
Honestly, that sounds so rad.
Or they can shrink people down tiny, and they can run around real tiny.
Nice. Cool, I dig that.
That's all.
Alright, I'm going to go, after packing up all my stuff, I'm going to find just a nice little clearing, and I'm going to work on my Rising Surge.
Okay. Roll me the wisdom check again to see how you do.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you go find a spot to set up, and you kind of just start going through some forms. Just like some basic forms, and you start like speeding up. But as part of it, you kind of remember your training as you went through with Shahila, and you focus less on moving your muscles and more focus on the spirit in your body, the spirit that like kind of from where you summon your arms. You focus on the spirit within your body, and you kind of just like let your arms relax, and you feel the muscles relax, and you're kind of you're moving your arms and the rest of your body on your own, or it's moving on its own, as if your own spirit is just kind of carrying your limbs back and forth, and the muscles aren't really doing anything. And then you start going faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster and faster until you're moving at just blinding speed, arms in a complete blur, and you manage to you can feel the strain starting to set in as you combine that with like your actual body's movements again, joining in, and kind of get the interplay back and forth between the two of when to use like your body's own physical strength and movement and when to rely on the spiritual movement. And you can feel the point approaching where you've got it, you've done it. You feel the point where like your muscles and bones and joints just start to ache from the speed you're moving at. Your body is not meant to move this quickly, and you can tell that you could keep pushing and go faster to the point where it would be usable in combat, but for right now you can kind of walk it back down and keep from hurting yourself.
Awesome.
So you have successfully finished your training on Rising Surge.
Yes!
Nice.
While Sid's doing that, could I like start like gathering little tiny pieces of wood from the campsite and kind of like just arrange them in a little pile? Like just, I gotta check how many pieces actually, because I'm testing something out.
All right.
1 cubic foot of camp materials.
Okay. Gather enough stuff.
All right, so Drusilla, Ilvem, say we're short on silver coins, and we can make like little wood chips in the shape of a silver coin. I think we could cheat some people if they're not smart, obviously, probably. But it actually, well, I'll show you. And I'm going to use minor alchemy and turn one substance into another. So for each 10 minutes performing the procedure, so after 10 minutes, this 1 cubic foot of like just wood, I'm going to turn it into silver, pure silver. Just so if we get, see, look, it's wood, now it's silver. If we can make wood into silver coins, it only lasts for an hour. I could turn them into silver coins. We could buy things with them, but then we have to go away, real far away, because after an hour, it goes back to being wood.
Okay, I
Why
hear what
not
you're saying,
gold?
I can't do gold, only up to silver.
but I will say that Sid would not allow it.
Sid doesn't have to know.
And also, we are very distinct looking, and we have enough people hunting us down already.
Fine, I won't do this when I'm alone.
I'm gonna
I mean, it's
choose to
kinda
believe
low.
Also,
that.
I can just use disguise self and make myself look different when I do it. And I can
What
just do
I
it.
don't know won't hurt me.
I can just do it when I'm alone.
And disguised, but what I don't know won't hurt me.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know a lot of things and they don't hurt me.
I know. So this is a fun thing I can do now. I can turn materials into other materials.
Pretty cool trick,
Did
though.
that Hannibal, question. Did that come to you in a dream or did like you read a book and figure that out?
Reading, of course. How else do you learn anything?
Yeah, reading, of course.
Trusting things you see in dreams is very childish and stupid. Very, very, you shouldn't trust your dreams.
Yeah, who would do that?
You're right. That's so stupid.
What about dreams?
Apparently,
Did you
Hannibal
destroy
says that
an
it's
ecosystem?
stupid and childish to have dreams.
no, I said it's stupid to try to trust and learn from your dreams. I learned from books.
Not necessarily. I mean, that's what meditation is.
Sid learns from punching, so...
Well, punching and meditation. And meditation is basically learning from your dreams, or, well, your subconscious, which is your dreams.
What if you don't have a subconscious?
Everybody has a subconscious.
Hannibal, if Sid, scion of House Wayfarer, says it's that way, then it's
scion.
that way.
Where do you... What? That's a big word for you, Drew. Where'd you get that one?
What the fuck
It's
does
not a big
scion
word
mean?
for
Scion
Drew.
means you're a child of a noble house, essentially. A notable house.
5 letters.
I've
It's
been
not exactly big, but-
reading.
I have never seen you with the book.
Yeah, I don't believe
you
that.
did. I tried to steal one from the library, and now that's why I can't go back there. So I've had a book at least.
So
once.
yes, Sid would technically be a scion of House Wayfarer. Yes.
Yes. And if he says that everyone has a subconscious, then everyone has a subconscious.
I don't think the fact that
I don't trust mine.
I'm an heir to a house means that I'm an authority on that.
Well, it means that you
it
got
doesn't.
educated, so you're smart.
Well, this is more about my education in the monastery. You know, everybody has a subconscious. They have a higher self that they can attune to through meditation.
Just as soon as Sid starts talking about that, just a blank stare comes over Drusilla's eyes.
Yeah, immediate dead face on Ilvem.
Have any of you ever meditated before?
No.
Yes, question mark, but also no, question
Would you
mark?
like to?
No.
No. Wait, yes.
Technically,
Yes.
I think
It's super cool.
when I do my spell
It's
work,
not.
when I practice
It really
my spells
is.
and think about my spells, that's relaxing and meditative to me. But
The last time
Yeah, that's
I
totally a form of
meditated-
meditation.
The last time I meditated, I talked to my mom. So like, let's do it again.
your mom's evil. No, we're not talking to her.
You talk to your mom
Not-
through meditation?
I was meditating last night.
That's right. Drew rests by
Choices.
meditating.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, I do that every night. That's how
Yeah.
I sleep.
It's
I'm not an
talk to
elf.
my mom.
The only
And
time
she
I've
is not
meditated
evil.
was that one time you let me do yoga with you, and it was hellish.
Well, there's also meditation where you don't do yoga, where you just kind of relax.
And then what?
What's relaxing?
You just relax. The whole point of meditation is just to become more in tune with yourself, letting your thoughts just come and go like a wave.
Mm,
And you just kind of
super not
chill and
into
you just
that.
be with yourself for a moment.
No, thank you. Hard
Oh.
pass, even.
Okay.
And then other times you get cool shit like Simon Ilvem.
It's true.
Who's
But-
Simon?
Who's Simon?
You guys are
I've
Simon
never had to
Lindsey.
meditate to get something like Simon. I just read a book.
That's what I do.
I'm
Don't-
winking.
I
I'm
don't-
winking.
I don't believe
I'm
that.
winking.
don't believe
Obvious
that for a
wink
second.
back from
Did
Drew.
you guys get any sleep? Somehow you seem more like, I don't want to be rude.
Little manic.
No, I don't want to be rude. Stupid?
That's
That-
rude. That's rude.
Stupid.
Oh, sorry.
Xanorn has just started like brushing down Poppy and like tossing, like working on getting the saddle up onto her.
I
Anyways,
definitely feel
Suriel
like
said he
something
would show us the
happened
way
Oh, where are we going? Which?
to the ancient historical site once we were ready to start going.
Oh, yes.
Wait, your angel guy?
Mm.
Like, will
Yeah.
we be able to see him?
I have no idea.
I hope not.
If we Ilvem, if we see him in our dreams, will he give us cool stuff too?
I mean, maybe
I doubt
if
it.
you ask him, you can maybe start learning some of the tricks I can do.
Are we all going to multi-class into Warlock now?
Group patron.
yeah,
Angel
yeah.
Daddy.
Our good patron is Mirth. Thank you.
True.
All right, so we good? We gonna go?
Yes.
We gonna
Yes,
bounce?
I got my spells good to go for the day.
Cool. I'm
Right.
collecting all of my tripwire and bells and all my everything,
I'm not.
and then I'm
Okay.
going to hop on Poppy.
I would collect
Okay.
our bedding,
Get Poppy all saddled up,
but
and
I left that in Bastion.
you get all Poppy all saddled up and everything, and then y'all are ready to go.
Yep.
Okay, the sign will come any minute.
Yeah, as you start leaving the woods, Ilvem, you can see Suriel just like standing off on the horizon, basically. Just like you can spot him just standing there. Anybody else like just looking in that direction, you don't happen to see anything out of the ordinary.
All right, there he is. We gotta go that way.
Don't see anything.
Oh,
I will steer Poppy in that direction.
And
really
then,
unfortunate to be you. He's great to
You
look
go-
at.
do you have an imaginary friend?
You go in that you go in that direction, and eventually, as you would be pretty much catching up with him, like you lose sight and he's gone again. But then up ahead in like a slightly different direction, just like a slight course correction, you can see him standing in a different place.
Oh, he's there now.
Still nothing.
Steer Poppy.
And yeah.
Huh?
You continue traveling this way throughout most of the morning of just like you can see him and use him as kind of like a waypoint, and then as you start getting close, he's further up ahead, and he keeps kind of just like vanishing and reappearing further ahead of you and leading you along.
Samuel, what time of day was it when I cast Animate Dead?
Nighttime.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And
can
eventually,
never mind. I can reuse the spell
Yeah.
and keep him up.
Oh, yeah.
Please.
eventually, you come to what appears to be the remnants of an ancient stone temple, standing out in the middle of just like a large, fairly open grassy meadow. You see what looks to be kind of like a horseshoe-shaped exterior wall. That it looks about 10 feet tall, and in the center of like the grassy field in the middle of this wall, you can see just kind of like an arrangement of stones. It almost seems like some sort of like a Stonehenge that's like collapsed and fallen apart. And then a very blocky rectangular stone entryway standing in the middle. It seems to slope down underground with a stone door. Like it looks like a doorway, but then there is a stone blocking it off. And as you kind of come into the middle of it, you can see that it looks like it's stamped into the stone. You can see a symbol that is a spinning wheel with 3 threads coming off of it.
Major
Didn't
armor.
we see that in that place where Drew stole a bottle of embalming fluid?
You did, yes.
Uh-oh. I'm casting Mage Armor on
I've
myself.
never seen that before in my life.
All right, 8 hours of Mage Armor. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Bring in my AC.
I know that
13.
I rolled really well, and so do know about the holy symbol and the goddess it's attuned to.
Yes, that
but
is the whole. Okay.
I am stupid and did not write anything down, so I do not know.
You're good. I will provide a reminder. That is, so the spinning wheel with 3 threads is a holy symbol of Istis, the goddess of fate, one of the primary deities of this region. Predates the Silver Flame in terms of worship, but there are a lot of regions around that still worship her, though her worship is lessened with the advent of the Arclight Covenant and the Silver Flame.
Does anybody else have a really bad feeling about this place, or is it just me?
I always have bad feelings.
I mean, I'm wary, but I don't have a bad
I'm feeling great
yet.
about it personally.
Well, I'm a sweet, squishy baby boy, so I'm casting Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Well, that's a good
yeah.
idea. I should probably armor up. What are my armor proficiencies? Medium armor.
That must be nice.
Let
I
me
lost
look at-
all of that when I changed my class.
I need to look up what the medium armors are so that I can make my thing turn into a thing.
I don't want to bring Moloch in there just in case it's dangerous, but I don't want to leave Moloch behind.
I can hang out with Poppy and Moloch and anything else anyone wants me to keep an eye on out here as usual, because Poppy's not going to fit in there.
True. I would very much appreciate it, Xenorn.
Yeah, I can do that.
Moloch, don't bite Xenorn.
I'm gonna use the bracer of variable armor to create myself a nice little breastplate.
Okay. So yeah, Ilvem reaches down to this bracer and it activates basically just like armor plates sliding up their arm to form like a set of shoulder shoulder plates that then moves down and extends like shutters extending into a full breastplate around their torso and then up into the other shoulder.
God, that's so cool.
Pretty cool, right?
Yep. So, did your angel friend tell you anything about this or what we're supposed to do?
No, he said that he would tell me when we got here, so...
Well, we're here.
Anytime.
Time appears to stop for Ilvem. Everybody else is just kind of frozen in place.
Oh. Hi.
And then as you turn around, Suriel is standing kind of amongst the scattered, those scattered fallen over stones, just waiting patiently.
I'll walk over. Hi.
Hello. All right. This is a temple of Istis, but Cord doesn't have any temples on this side of the ocean, so he's essentially borrowing one from a friend. Let's call it that. This will be a test. The entire thing is meant to be a test. Cord will provide you with his own instructions once you enter inside, but once you're ready, just let me know and it will begin. All I'll say is that Cord values courage and strength and competitiveness above all else.
Okay,
Steadfastness.
courage, strength, competitiveness.
Mm-hmm.
I hope we're all just frozen and really unflattering. Just
steadfastness.
He says, "If I can't give you too much advice, but all I'll say is, outdo, don't outthink, is probably the best way I can say. Is the best advice I can give without stepping in too much."
Well, I mean, Alexia always did say I wasn't very good at thinking, so shouldn't be too hard. Hopefully.
Well, prepare
also,
as much. Oh yeah.
Quick question. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. So that happened in Bastion, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
How do your powers work? Like, one of them got away. Can you like keep tabs on him?
I can't. No, I'm kind of tied into you mostly.
It's really unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I do have my limits.
Okay.
I'll let you keep going now, but it's basically once you say you're ready, it'll begin.
Great.
Ilvem's vacation.
And he just steps back and then there's like a bright flag. Everything just kind of gets brighter around you for a second before snapping back into normal. All of you, Ilvem, you're back where you were when you first, when you first went to speak to Suriel, and everyone else just kind of keeps talking as if no time had passed.
So yeah,
I'm just gonna like mutter under my breath and be like, "Why did he make me walk all the way over there?" So it's a test. It might be difficult. It's not a might. Suriel said it's gonna be difficult. So if you don't want to participate, this is your chance to back out.
Well, how difficult can it be? We put up with each other all the time. That's difficult. So this can't be harder than that.
Great way to think about
Are
it.
we going to die? Is my question.
Eventually, yes.
Well, yes, but I mean specifically, is this designed to like kill us? Is there a risk of murder?
What a fantastic question. I'm ready.
Okay.
I hope so. Otherwise, this isn't fun.
As soon as Ilvem says, "I'm ready," you can hear a crackling sound from the archway, the stone archway, and hovering a couple inches in front of the symbol, the holy symbol of Istus is obscured as a second holy symbol appears in crackling red energy, blocking it out, and you can see an 8-pointed star formed of what looks like the shapes of 4 maces and 4 spears, covering up the symbol of Istus.
Well, that's friendly. That's friendly.
Do I know what that symbol is?
Roll me a religion check.
Oh, would I, from my research and reading?
13.
Are you proficient in religion?
What do you think? No.
No? Okay, then probably not. Sorry, so 13? Yeah, that'd be enough to know that is the symbol of Cord, one of the major gods of one of the nations across the sea that has actually collapsed.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm. The nation, not the god. As that symbol appears, those massive stones that were sitting on the ground begin to rumble and shudder, and the symbol glows very, very brightly, and then a piece of that crackling energy seems to shoot forward and hover, just like a sphere of that energy stops above the stones, and the stones all rise up, like stand up on end. Some of them rise up, like rolling up the other ones, until the stones form a vaguely humanoid shape made of rock and stone, with like dirt climbing up to kind of fill the gaps with this crackling ball of red energy into something about like 12 to 15 feet tall. And as it kind of comes into being, it just turns around to face all of you. Roll initiative.
Son of a
Oh,
bitch.
boy.
We're on the back of an elephant.
I assume you all got off before
Okay.
that, like,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Oh, here we
The,
go.
No.
TikTok sound
Not
where it's just
great.
like, oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no.
Good, pretty good.
Fuck.
My initiative isn't great. I apologize.
I never roll good for Hannibal.
I'm feeling pretty good about it.
Same.
Hello, it's me, June Cobbler.
She's dead now.
All right. What do we all get?
14.
Okay.
6.
Ooh.
All right.
Hate to
Drusilla.
see it.
16.
Okay, and Ilvem.
Also 16.
Ooh.
Okay. I'll let you decide who goes first.
Well, it's Ilvem's vacation.
That's right.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
What the fuck am I gonna do with this thing?
All right. So
I know what I'm doing.
it goes first.
Oh.
Oh no.
It
Excellent.
got a
Oh,
it
no.
got a 19.
Why is it so spicy?
Also, so it's, I forgot to mention, the sort of like horseshoe shaped wall that goes around, that is around this area, also has like a 2-foot wide ledge on it, about 10 feet in the, or about halfway up.
Oh, we're gonna die. This is
All right.
Fireball.
So
uh-huh.
it goes first.
Bring it.
So it is going to just thunders forward, and it is going to rear back and take a swing down at Ilvem.
That son of a bitch.
All right, what is that attack bonus?
27 to hit. Plus 27.
That is a 13 to hit on the first attack.
Does not hit.
Just you like leap back, and it punches into the ground and just like leaves a 1.5 foot deep crater where it's like just rock, person-sized rock, just slams into the ground and just sends clods of dirt spraying up out of the ground, and then it's gonna do like swing its fist almost like a backhand towards you.
That's what it
Right.
hit me.
Quick question. Is it close enough to me to trigger Sentinel? Because we're all sort of
If you're all right next to
standing
each, if you're all
together.
right next to each other, then yes, it would.
Sick. Duly noted.
Okay. So, does that mean do you want to take your attack of opportunity then, or?
Yeah, but I can wait after. I don't know how you want to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's do the second attack. So its second attack, it gets a 21 to hit.
Okay. That'll
hits.
connect.
Just hits.
All right. So, as part of it hitting, can I get a strength saving throw?
Oh,
Oh,
no.
son of a
Oh,
bitch.
is this a knock prone
Oh,
effect?
no.
I hope it's a knock prone effect. Or a grapple.
It's
That'd be cool.
juicy.
It's just a 13.
13. Does that make it? No, fails by 1. All right.
Fuck.
So you take 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's so
Ooh,
many
that's
points
spicy.
of bludgeoning damage.
It's
It's not going to be for
slams
long,
into you, and like the dirt, it's like it's rocks, but like with dirt kind of forming almost connective tissue. As it hits you, the dirt just kind of like rushes off of it around you as if it's grabbing you, and you are
Ah,
grabbed.
it's so annoying.
though. Yep.
And that is its turn, making it
When a
Ilvem's
smack.
turn.
Sentinel.
Smack first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, great. Go ahead, take your attack of opportunity. Yes.
Ooh, shit. That is a natural 20.
Okay.
Okay. So, like getting back into the groove here.
Oh man, I want Darude Sandstorm to do the fight music.
That is 7 spear damage.
Okay,
7
the spear.
pointy damage.
All right. You stab at it with your spear and like reach
Don't
up
you
and
dare.
like jam. You can kind of like spot that like that nexus in the middle is probably what you're aiming for. And you stab it. You like knock some clouds of dirt loose and everything, but it does appear to be resistant to non-magical piercing damage.
Okay.
Ooh, it's not a golem.
Probably bludgeoning and slashing too, based on looking at it.
Good
Yeah, no.
thing I have arms.
I have
All right,
arms
that'll
too.
bring us. That'll bring us to Ilvem's turn.
Great. I will use my Radiant Soul ability to pop my wings.
Okay, they just like shoot out, like knock dirt aside, but like you're still being like wrapped up in this dirt hand.
Great. And then I am going to bonus action cast Hex.
Okay.
Constitution. Oh, excuse me.
It's gonna be strength.
Hex not saving throws, remember.
Fuck, that's right.
Yeah, it's gonna be strength because he's grappling me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Is that your turn?
Yes, that is my turn.
Okay.
I should have done a lot of this setup beforehand.
Is there a little P?
Okay.
Little P.
Drusilla, your turn.
Boy, howdy. Let's go. Quarterstaff.
Okay.
We gonna take it. We gonna cast Flame Blade on it.
Nice.
And then we gonna
Okay.
give it a little byap. A spicy
Byap.
byap.
Yap.
Flame blade appears.
Did y'all miss the spicy byaps?
God, did we ever?
I missed them. Okay.
Kiva got bapped on Frostmaiden.
Kiva died from getting byapped, okay? I'm really bad at math.
Same.
Mode.
What's 16 plus 7?
23.
A lot. Does
Yeah,
that
okay, that hits. That hits.
Cool. So that is
It's probably really good at con saves.
10, 16 fire byap.
Okay.
Did it look like it took all the fire byap?
It did, yes. You reach up, you swing that blade up, and you can see like a melted gouge is cut into the rock, and the dirt as you hit it is like fused into just like a rough glass. And then you strike up into that nexus of power, and it seems to shudder and shake as you strike that as well.
Right.
Yeah.
So since that was my bonus action, I'm gonna use my action to summon Simon.
Well, the action was attacking with the flame blade.
No, I get an attack with the spell.
Oh, do you?
It's an action further on.
If you summon Simon, won't you hurt all of us though?
Not if I summon him with 10 feet. Let me read the flame. It's okay.
Yeah, no, it says
Never
no, so
mind.
I'm looking at flame
Never
blade.
mind.
Yeah, you can use your action to make a melee spell attack with the fiery blade.
Never mind. Then
Okay.
we're not gonna summon Simon.
Okay.
We're just gonna yap and get up in his face and be like, "Sup,
Okay.
bitch?"
Hannibal, you're up.
Said, remember what I said earlier at the campsite?
I remember.
Let's make you as big as this guy, yeah?
Do it.
I'm gonna cast Enlarge on Sid.
Okay.
So yeah, Sid, your size doubles in all dimensions, and your weight is multiplied by 8. So
You are
your growth-
large.
Yeah, you go from medium to large.
I
You also have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. Your weapons also grow, which are your fists and your whatever you use. Those also grow with you. And while you're enlarged, your weapon attacks, which I think your unarmed would count as well.
Yeah.
Give you an extra 1d4 of damage.
Whoo! Hell yeah.
So Sid
So
just
Sid just like Ilvem, you're like lifted off the ground in this fist and everything. You're like looking down at everybody, and all of a sudden Sid just grows up, passes you, and is looking eye to eye with this thing.
Iconic.
So casting that, I take like a little bit of a powdered iron out of my coat, and I just throw it up in front of my face, all like stylish. And then, oh fuck, I was gonna run away, but ball sacks. I don't want to lose concentration on this. What can Hannibal do as a bonus action? Nothing. I'm
You
just
have
gonna
Misty
stay.
Step? Oh, you can't cast.
I wish I had Misty Step, but I can't cast it yet. I'm just gonna chill right here, just going, we're in danger.
Okay. That will make it Sid's turn.
Excellent. So now I am huge. So I would like to
Technically large.
large. I am large. And so I would like to staying in combat zone with this guy. I want to move behind him.
Okay.
And I want to summon my arms, and so I need a dex save from him.
Oh, that's right, because your
Oh,
arms
man.
now.
You then
With the
explode.
advent of Tasha's, those arms burst forward. So dex save, you said?
Dex save, yes.
Not good at those. That's a 7.
And now they're force damage, and nothing is resistant to force damage. Really.
What is it? What is it? What is it against for me? I don't think I have this written down. Oh crap.
It's the. Oh, that's right, because you don't have. Or do you have stunning strike?
I do, but I never calculated my save thing because I've never used it.
What level?
Okay.
Oh God. What
gonna
is
be
it?
8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your wisdom.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Okay. You got a 7, so it failed.
Okay, cool. Let me mark that real quick. And so that's going to be 2d6.
Plus 4. Plus a d4. Oh, wait,
That is 5 force damage.
Okay. 5, 4. Was that with the d4?
I don't think a d.
Do I add the d4?
This is just the arms exploding out. Does that count? Does that count?
Yeah.
Oh,
as
that's
a
just
weapon
the arms
attack?
exploding out. That's right. That's right.
Yep.
So that's 5. You said that's right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
5 force.
So it stumbles forward with like some thunderous steps, and like everyone else has to like back up a little bit so it doesn't just step on them.
Oh,
And then turns around and giant Sid with a pair of enormous golden arms just hovering over his shoulders, pointing down at this thing.
I made the kaiju fight.
Cool. So that was my bonus.
Mhm.
And so for my action, I'm going to take 2 slaps
Okay,
Yeah.
at this guy.
roll them.
Okay, 6, 7. That is 18 for the first one.
That hits.
Sick. 14 for the second.
That misses.
Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, come on, that's not great. 3, 4, 5, 6 force damage.
Okay.
Boof.
All right. So you slap it. You like come in and as it stumbles. You just like slap in with your hand and hit that right in that nexus of power that's supporting it. It shudders. As you come in for the second one, it turns around. The hand with Ilvem in it actually just like wheels around and just like catches your astral arm like under its, and then just like pushes you back. And Ilvem, you're just getting like just
Rude.
swung around.
Should I roll initiative for Mr. Bones?
Does he have separate initiative, or does he just go on your turn?
Good question. Let's look at Animate Dead real quick. Bonus action to command him.
Okay, so you, I believe
its turn. It has its own turn though.
Okay, so then roll him in, but you didn't command him on this turn, so
Nope.
he's kind of hanging out.
Because I forgot.
Mhm.
Mr. Bones has a 4 for initiative.
Okay, so he's gonna go like dead last, so he's just like hanging out.
So it doesn't
for a
matter. Yeah.
Yep. All right. So that'll bring us to the elemental's turn. Whoops. It is going to turn around, look like it rears back, like it kind of like pulls back like it's gonna punch Sid with Ilvem, but then is just gonna take Ilvem and just hurl them like a baseball.
That's fucked up.
That's
fucked
amazing.
up.
At one of the stone walls. Ilvem, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Ugh. Okay, I'm good with those.
Ilvem has their wings. Should they get advantage?
They're getting like buffeted around and like just hurled through the air.
Is this technically an attack against Ilvem or not?
22.
Kind of counts as a ranged attack, but not against Ilvem necessarily. What is the you got 20? Okay, so you're gonna take half damage first of all.
Bye bye, Ilvem.
Well, bye.
Bye.
All right. Take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you go flying, and you do manage to brace with your wings as you like slam into the wall. So when you land, you're like up on the ledge, but you do manage to like come down on your feet. So you're standing and you don't fall prone.
Do I look kind of cool about it?
Yes. You like flare your wings back to like
That's what matters.
with a
That is
with a
what
wing beat
matters.
so that you manage to like right yourself as you slam into it and then just land on your feet. Does Sentinel allow for attacks on ranged attacks?
I think it's only melee, isn't it?
Sentinel is if a creature targets anyone that's not me. So however you want to define target.
The target was whatever Ilvem got thrown at.
Yeah, technically Ilvem was used as the ranged attack. So I will count not this for the ranged attack, no, because it's an ability.
Totally fair.
But it is then gonna go in and take a swing at Giant Sid.
Yes,
Cool.
This is all part of my plan. Ignore the wizard.
13 to hit.
That will miss.
All right, comes in for a punch, and you like with your astral arms and normal ones, you like all four hands catch its fist, and like you slide back a little bit, but then shove it away,
man,
and it stumbles back.
Can't wait to
You'll
see
have
this
to see it.
Can't wait to see this in the anime.
And then that will bring it to Ilvem's turn.
Great. I am going. My halo is just gonna kind of brighten up really intensely as I expend some celestial healing.
Okay.
Bring myself up a little bit. Okay, not bad. Okay, I'm at 26 now, which is better than the 18 we were at. And then I'm gonna loose off 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Okay, roll them.
I would love to.
Eldritch Blast.
6A. The lower one is 21.
Those both hit then.
Sweet. That is 1d10 plus 3 plus 5
Nice.
plus a d6.
Warlocks do be doing damage.
I love
If there's one thing we'd
warlocks.
be doing. Shit, that's so much. Okay. 9 plus 7 is 16. Plus 6 is 22. Plus 10 is 32.
Is that the first Eldritch Blast?
No, that's all of them together.
Oh, okay. All right.
32 plus 3, 35 points of damage from both Eldritch Blasts.
All right. Ilvem doing more damage than everyone else has combined so far. Boom, boom, just shoots off 2 opalescent, multicolored Eldritch Blasts. Like I'm flying in, just like right. Each one like curves around Sid, and just slams right into that red ball of energy, and it just like flares and shudders, and as each of them is hit, and you can see the whole thing kind of just shake as those 2 strike home.
Aha!
Just be like, I'm built different.
All right. And at the end of Ilvem's turn, it is going to use a legendary action.
Oh
Yes,
no.
legendary creature.
Is this our first enemy that has legendary
I
actions?
think so, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It is going to basically what it's going to do is you can see that like that red energy inside of it starts to glow, and its main punching arm, like that energy seems to glow along the punching arm, and it rears back. It looks like it is rearing back for a larger attack on the next thing it hits.
Sid.
And that'll make it Drew's turn.
The little ankle biter is going to go in with a flame blade.
Okay.
So, how does a 26 sound?
Yeah, that'll hit.
They're gonna say natural 1.
I thought it was gonna be
No.
real low. Yeah.
I lost my dice. Okay, we're gonna use Kiva for right now.
Do it.
That much damage felt so good.
11.
Okay. 11 fire damage.
11 spicy damage.
Why is it so
You
spicy?
slice into it again.
Flavor
That'll
wise,
make it.
I'm going for that Achilles.
That'll bring us to
tendon.
Hannibal.
I'm going for that.
Hannibal.
Achilles.
I'm not gonna disengage
Slashing.
because I have something up my sleeve. I'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna back up 30 feet. So if it has an attack of
Okay.
opportunity, whatever.
Yeah. It's gonna take. So it takes that charged up attack that it was about to make, and it aims that at Hannibal. Then.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Okay, that is a 22 to hit.
Oh, that might not work for me.
Is shield not gonna help you out?
No, shield's not gonna help me out. I have a 13 AC with mage armor. So yeah, that hits. That hits. So
Rip
like
This guy took was
Hannibal!
calculated.
It's
Doesn't
like-
doesn't Mage Armor give you a base 14?
13 plus Dex modifier.
Oh,
I have
okay.
0
okay.
dex. Hannibal's like, I got this, everybody. Don't worry.
I see.
Run away. Use mage arm.
Oh no.
Okay.
Crunched.
So that means that'll be a
So-
concentration check on
Yep.
enlarge. Yeah. Fuck.
All right. So that is
calculate that
going to
is.
be 14 bludgeoning damage.
And
Okay, so it's half.
No.
And
Oh, pardon me. Cold damage?
12 thunder damage.
Oh.
7 hit points. I'm good. So what's the what's the
Like a battering ram just hits
So-
Hannibal right in the chest.
13
And I need a
plus-
strength saving throw.
Oh, that's right. Fuck.
Just 25 damage. Yeah.
Strength 19
For a
plus,
DC.
19 plus 2 for the strength.
Okay. It punches you. You like skid back a little bit, but you manage to stay on your feet and not get knocked prone.
Do the finger
My
wag.
sentinel.
What's
Mhm.
the concentration check
You
for
can once.
enlarge?
Yeah.
Because this is gonna matter for her enlarge or Sid's sentinel. Or...
10 plus damage taken, right?
No,
No, it's
It
damage
is
halved.
half of.
Oh, half of
Or
damage
10.
taken or 10,
Yeah.
whichever. Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
So 12.
And it's con, right?
Con, yeah.
Yep,
What's my
Constitution.
con save? 9 plus 2 for an 11. So it's
Ouch.
enlarge stays up. doesn't
Just
it?
failed it.
No,
Fuck.
it goes down.
No, because it was
That's right.
12 to do it. Yeah.
But I get 30.
Sid, you
I
should
get
back
30
down.
feet away.
Yeah, you get hit and like it like sends you flying back a little bit. You land, stumble, don't fall over, and then manage to keep moving.
I look real bad. So you're not.
Still- and then actually,
Sid
Before you
shrinks-
do anything,
Sid, shrinks
Sid
down
gets
back
the
to-
attack of
or
opportunity.
shrinks back down to normal size.
Yes. Yes. So Sid, you're attacking like right as you finish shrinking.
Okay.
Okay. It's the shrinking. It's the shrinking that does it. You go and like swing an arm forward. You don't realize you're shrinking, and you just whiff right past it. Like if you had been normal size, would have hit it right in
Fuck.
the good bits. But you shrunk down. You just go like right between its legs and just hit nothing but air.
Okay.
Okay, so I get 30 feet
All right,
away.
rest of Hannibal's turn.
Bonus, because I haven't used any of
Mhm.
my actions yet. Bonus action, Mr. Bones, just punch it or something. Do something.
Okay.
Now on his turn, he'll punch it, unarmed strike, because he has no weapons.
Yep.
Can I position a fireball any way that I don't hit my lovable siblings?
Yes, there is a way to do that. Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna cast fireball.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out the vial of pig feces and the other component.
Okay.
Slap it together in my hand. Create a little mote of fire and fireball.
Isn't
All right.
it back
So
now?
dexterity.
It is, but I have pig poop.
It works. So that'll be a
Dex save.
dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
4.
4? Oh, that's full damage. Fuck yeah, I'm not rolling
Yeah.
with that. My dice. Let me use my dice from Tasha's Hideous Cauldron for 26 fire damage.
Oof, nice. Okay.
Rusty.
All right. Yeah, as there's just fire just blossoms out, burns, just the grass is just burned away. The stones around this place, like the entryway and the wall on the right side, are just scorched, and it just gets hit with a thunderous fireball from behind. And it looks like it's about to hit all of you, but then it just like fades and fizzles, like you're right at the radius basically, so like your eyebrows are a little singed, but you're good.
And now I'm laughing maniacally.
And that looks like it hurt it.
That's my turn.
Anything else, Hannibal?
That's my
Okay,
turn.
Sid.
All right. I'm gonna slap him 3 times.
Okay.
Okay, that is a 19 plus 6 for the first one.
Oh yeah.
That is an unnatural 20 for the second.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And that is a 16 for the third.
No.
Okay.
Oof.
I'm trying to remember how to play my character.
Same.
Just slaps. All
6. 19 force damage.
Nice.
Oof, okay. Yeah, as you just like you're just smacking it around with his shoulder. Like I imagine that when Sid's doing this, like Sid's got like the hands up, like the hands up and ready, but then like the shoulder arms are doing all the work, so you can just like keep everything
Nice.
covered.
Mhm.
That's-
I don't
yeah,
need to be big to fuck you up.
Yeah, your arms are still about like large-sized arms because they have a 10-foot reach. Like you're reaching up to hitting it like in the face.
Yes.
That looks like it hurts it. Okay, that'll bring us to Mr. Bones, who will
Unarmed
come
strike.
up and just
Yep.
kind of like start like
Are
scratching
you
at
are
it.
you proficient with your unarmed strikes or no? Or is it just
I'll say yes. We'll say yes.
Because I don't know if
proficient.
you
I'll give
are. That is a 14 plus 4.
That just hits. Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, so you do. So it's a minimum
One plus your
bludgeoning,
strength modifier. All right.
1 damage.
It has resistance to bludgeoning damage, so that reduces that to nothing.
Just
Amazing.
Yeah, it's just kind of clawing at the rock. It's a skeleton clawing at a rock. Like just nothing happens.
Good
Can't
job,
reach
Mr.
any of the
Bones.
I
important
don't imagine it sounds great.
Yeah, no, it's just like this weird scratching noise.
He's got my bowler hat on. It helps.
That'll bring us to the big boy's turn.
Yeah.
Love that big boy.
So
We don't love the big
I'm
boy.
over here,
actually.
bitch.
it's gonna just raise up both of its fists, and it's gonna bring one down on Sid, one down on Drew.
Makes sense.
Ah, damn it.
Only people within reach. So Sid,
Sentinel.
it's a 14 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay, Drew, that's a 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
For 12 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a strength save.
12 bludgeoning. That hurts.
It does. It really does.
And a strength save.
Yep.
I'm at 7 hit points.
Dear God, it's me. It's a 3.
All right, so Sid, like both arms come down. Sid, you just like dance out of the way, and it just slams down into the ground, just in time for you to see the other one just come right down on top of Drew and just boof right into the ground. And then like the dirt of the ground, like Drew, you just like just mash down into the dirt, and then the dirt that like you land on top of just like joins up into it and just picks you up off the ground, and it's holding you, and you are grappled.
Hello,
This is
it's me.
not how I
You're a sentinel
imagined
bitch.
this.
Yes, and then sentinel attack.
Natural 20.
Ooh,
Yeah.
nice. Roll that extra damage.
I dropped the die. Okay, 8, 9, 10, 11 force damage.
Okay. All right, and it looks like it is gearing to. It looks like it is now with Drew in hand, sighting Hannibal.
Uh-oh.
Do
Do it.
I'm gonna hit this motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Do it. I'll use shield so he just bounces off of me.
All right, it's a dex save. That'll make it Ilvem's turn.
Oh man, I want this. This is how I want to die. This is how Hannibal wants to
I'm
die.
just gonna throw out 2 more Eldritch Blasts.
All right, roll them.
Oh God, I like want to interfere so that he doesn't throw Drew at Hannibal, but also I really want him to throw Drew at Hannibal.
I want it to happen. That is my character choice.
I don't.
It'll be funny.
That's me.
We're here for the comedy.
I don't want
Uh,
Hannibal to
okay.
nearly die from getting hit by Drusilla.
I do.
21 and 15
21 hits. 15 does not.
tracks. Okay.
Oh, I'm just picturing a character dying that way, and it's funny.
7 plus 3 plus 5 plus 8.
Of all the ways to go.
Which is better, that or the brick?
Oh,
That was hilarious.
Drew for sure. The brick would have been funny though. Well, I mean, brick's realistic. You can
With a brick.
that could kill you.
20 points of force damage.
Okay. So it is in the process of rearing back. In fact, it is in the process of using its legendary action to charge up that arm for an extra strong
no.
throw. Right as you finish it off, how do you kill it?
Oh yeah.
Yes!
I'm just gonna be like, put her the fuck down. I just like send out my Eldritch Blast.
All right, yeah. One
They
like
shoot
glances
from the hip.
One glances
Bam.
off of its arm, the other one goes flying right in, hits right in that red nexus of power. It's like rearing back. So, Drew, you're being swung backwards right as it gets hit, and you can see all of the red light that's charging up its arm and all the red light that's covering its body to animate it just vanishes, and all the rocks just suddenly just. And Drew, it rears you back to basically like ground level. So as the dirt just dissolves, you just kind of like fall to the ground with the rock that makes up its arm right in front of you, and all of the rocks just fall and just roll away.
Oh,
And the
I
fight
am
is
so
over.
sore.
Good job, everyone. Good job, Mr. Bones.
You okay, Hannibal?
I'm fine. I've been
It
hit
looked
harder.
like a brutal punch.
I've been hit harder by a brick.
I remember that brick fucked you up.
That was pretty funny though.
I'm gonna go help Drew up. You alright?
I've been like worse, like way worse.
Does anyone have healing spells? I don't have.
Yep, I got you.
I can't make my healing potions anymore.
I will drop by with 5 points of healing from just my celestial stuff.
Okay.
And then another 4 points
good.
of healing
I'm good.
Okay.
from a spell.
Okay. Also, if any of you look in the direction of the doorway, the stone that was blocking off the archway leading inside is just gone. You're not sure when it vanished, but it is just gone, and you can see the opening. You can see an open doorway leading in.
So now we go inside.
Wait, that wasn't the test.
Oh god.
That's probably the Guardian.
Oh.
Everyone okay? We'll head in when everyone's
Man,
okay.
Drew, I really wanted it to throw you at me. That would have been so fun. I could have caught you.
didn't. No, you would not have caught me.
I could have just popped my shield up. You'd bounce off.
I don't want to die like that.
Who said you'd die?
Did you not see how hard that thing hit when its arm was glowing?
I did. It punched me very hard, but I stood up to it. You
Yeah,
see when it punched
so
me, and
imagine-
I didn't fall over.
Imagine me flying with that amount of force into your shield and bouncing.
Ilvem flew that far.
Yeah, but not into a shield.
Into a wall.
Oh, I think a
It
wall.
flew
Yeah,
into
but
a
Ilvem
wall.
I think a
Ilvem
wall is
has
much
wings.
harder. You could have wings
Yeah, Ilvem,
too.
are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Ilvem has
Okay.
wings. It softened the blow.
It did genuinely soften the blow. Yeah.
I don't have wings.
Well,
I
if
would die.
if things go bad and we need to put a barrier up in front of all of us, I got us handled.
So are we going in?
Yep.
Yeah, if everyone's alright.
Before we go in, 2nd level Armor of Agathis.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Enhance Ability on myself.
Mm-hmm. I wish I could stack mage armor. Just-
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to do... Ugh. I'm going to roll a d4. 1 second.
Power word kill.
Okay.
I'm going to do Bear's Endurance for 2d6 temporary hit points.
Okay.
I'm gonna summon
5.
Simon.
Okay. Yeah, there's just like off to one side, just a like small explosion of fire, and then Simon the Bear Cub is just like floating there.
Wait a minute. I do not cast Bear's Endurance because temporary hit points will be fucky with the Armor of Agathis.
Oh yeah, those are
So I
both
will
technically
do
10
Bull
HP.
Strength instead.
Okay.
I'm gonna bamf. Abacus was out during that entire time.
I assume he was like either
Okay.
on Poppy or flying around.
I'm gonna bamf Abacus away. No, I'm gonna keep Abacus with me because we're going
Okay.
into somewhere he might help. Zenlorn, you can look after Moloch, correct?
Yeah, I can.
Thanks
Wow,
thanks,
that looked rough.
Thanks for the help.
He says like back in the road.
I
I was keeping an eye. You told me.
understand. Thank you.
You can see he's like on the edge of Poppy, like crouched down with like he had both swords out, and like Moloch was behind him. Like
Do we want Xanorn to be out here? I
I'm not-
kind
I'm
of
not-
think we
I'm-
might.
I'm not bringing Moloch down in there. I need someone to look.
No,
after
no,
Moloch.
we're fine. We're fine. Xehanort
like-
can watch the animals.
He's like, yeah, just on the off chance that like someone comes by and tries to steal Poppy, that's
Okay.
the last thing you need.
Okay, you right.
We'd kill Sam too, so why not? All right.
Yeah, well, they're gone.
Yeah. that's
I've
right.
watched Avatar. I know how sad that episode is.
Oh, fuck that episode. Fucking, oh, man.
Mhm.
I was so angry. Anyways.
Okay.
And it sucks that I popped my wings so early, you know?
Yeah,
It's a
popping
once a day
early.
type thing.
Yeah, popping early's not good.
Yeah, we should
Um,
probably head in before like 10 minutes are up, or else I'll have to pop my arms again.
I have 8 hours
Let's
on.
go.
I have 8 hours on Mage Armor. That makes you feel better.
I have an hour on Simon.
I have an hour on both my
Cool.
spells.
Okay.
You good?
Head
Yeah.
inside?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So you go inside. It's pretty much, it's like maybe a 10-foot deep, like stone structure here, but you can see that there's stairs leading down into the ground.
Nice.
And you go walk your way down into the ground, and you can see that there are just these kind of like motes of that same red energy that was forming the guardian outside, and then also forms the holy symbol that is still floating over the door. As you go down inside, though, there's a couple of those just like on the walls, almost like in inset little indentations in the wall, almost acting like magical torches, illuminating everything with this vibrant red light. And you can see a doorway that was still. You come to a small room with a doorway on one side that is still filled with like what looks like some sort of stone door, and there's a stone slab, kind of like framed in just like etched carving around it, just like a border off one side that is slightly raised off of the wall. And as you come down into the ground, or as you come down into this chamber and all enter into it, the earth just kind of like shakes around you, and there's like a tremor. And as there is, it looks like dust shakes loose from the stone, and you can see words written on it in Celestial.
I know Celestial.
I know Celestial too.
I don't.
I
Okay.
can't read.
That- What up? I'm Drew. I'm 19, and I never fucking learned how to read. Okay. So then those of you that can read Celestial, you can see these words written on the stone slab in front of you. Complete these tasks to gain my blessing. Each room provides a challenge you must meet. Win each contest, and my blessing is yours. Fail and be cast out. There are no second chances. Let courage guide you.
Pretty intense.
Was it?
And
What does it say?
what? And as you're looking at that, you look over the stone door that was in the doorway is just gone.
So what does it say?
It's essentially the bone grinder, but if we don't succeed, I think I'm gonna get abandoned by Suriel.
Ha!
Oh shit. Well then, let's succeed.
We did very good outside, so I can assume the deeper we go, the better it will be.
I had kind of assumed that thing was going to be the test, though.
Me too.
So I'm really regretting popping off as much as I popped off.
Yeah, sorry that my spell failed after one round, Sid. It was
It's all right.
cool as fuck, though.
It was super fun.
So there's like, are there like a bunch of doors here? Like,
Just one more leading out of this room.
okay, I will start going that way.
Okay.
Is it dark?
So ahead of you is dark, and your dark vision. Those of you that have dark vision, you can see a little bit the extent of your dark
I
vision.
have magical dark vision that allows me to see in both normal and magical dark vision up to
Okay.
120 feet as if it were normal.
Okay. So you can look ahead, and basically what you can see as you look into this chamber is a wide, vaulted, kind of arched hallway, about 30 feet wide. Just kind of a big archway, open and just leading off ahead of you. And it extends from what you can see, greater than 120 feet. You can't see the end of it until it just gets dark.
Well, let's head down.
Yep, let's go for it.
Okay.
I'll
All right.
stay in the back.
Begin moving.
Maybe stay in between Sid and Drew in case something comes out from the back.
But I tower over Drew. She won't be able to see around me.
Then I'll go in front of you. Sid can be behind you.
Which makes a good point.
I'm okay with whatever.
12. Alright.
Okay. All right. So Ilvem, Drew, Hannibal,
Yeah.
Sid.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So you begin walking into this long chamber hallway. And as you start walking on, you can see that there are more of those indents in the walls. And as you pass by them, those same red motes of light illuminate as you walk past them, just kind of marking your progress as you move forward. And you're just kind of walking forward, and then up ahead in the darkness, from what still sounds like a very far distance up, you hear a very low growling sound. It's impossible to tell in the echoing chamber how far ahead it is, but it sounds very, very big.
Love it.
Oh, I'm gonna hold a firebolt just in case we get attacked by something.
Okay.
I'm going to walk courageously forward, head held high, and also just kind of like mutter under my breath to be like, does this mean I have to start wearing red now? Can I pull off red?
Okay. Anybody else do anything in particular at this point?
I am going to move up front near Ilvem
Okay.
and walk forward with them.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. As you keep walking forward, eventually in the darkness at Ilvem, Ilvem, but all of you actually at the same time are able to see this simultaneously. Up ahead in the darkness, you can see a pair of yellow reptilian eyes open, looking directly at you.
Please.
And
Please.
you can't exactly tell what it is, but from given your depth perception of what you're looking at, each eye looks about this big, and both of them are just staring directly at you.
Please. Please, please, please. I'm hoping it's a bad
Hi.
risk.
They're still like a ways. It's still like a ways up.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep walking towards it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You can hear what sounds like the massive beat of wings, and there's just a gust of wind that rushes down the hallway towards you. But it like buffets at your clothes and everything, but it does not seem to bother you at all.
I will not let it deter my steps.
Okay. All right, you keep walking forward, and eventually, Ilvem, your dark vision lands on the source of these eyes, and everybody else sees it a half second later as a bright light illuminates that side of the chamber. And Ilvem, you can see that bright light originates from its mouth as you look and see what looks to be a massive red dragon that makes Zenvaranth look tiny. Like it is filling the chamber. It is crouched, its back scraping the stones, staring right at you. And as it looks right at you, flames just erupt out of its mouth, kind of just rolling up the sides of its face as it begins taking an intake of breath.
Oh no.
I would like to draw my rapier, please.
Okay.
I said I held an action if something looked like it was going to attack.
Okay.
I would like to roll out of the way.
Okay.
I throw my firebolt because that's what I said I was going to do.
Okay.
I am just going to
really
say...
quick, who does what? This is like a split second.
Yeah,
as
I'm
it's
throwing.
like intake of breath.
I'm throwing a firebolt at it.
Okay.
So stupid. That's a 6 plus 7.
Okay.
I'm just gonna be like, so I guess this test is to slay you, and then just kind of like step forward in like a ready kind of position.
Okay, and then Drew, what are you doing?
Simon and I are just ready to yap.
Okay. The hallway is just filled with fire. A just wall of fire moves towards you. Sid, I need a dexterity saving throw.
Oh shit.
What about me? I'm standing right there too.
I know.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Okay. You take half damage.
Which makes it a 26.
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's because I moved out of the way, isn't it?
So full damage is 22, so half damage is 11 fire damage.
Okay.
Everybody else, the flame seems to just happen to part and just flow around you.
True.
I am the god of fire.
And you can see the hallway is illuminated up. Directly behind the dragon, you can see another doorway.
Sid, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Lesson learned. Okay.
I will sheath my rapier and be like, "Oh, sorry about that. Then thank you."
I threw fire
then
at
just
I threw fire at the dragon.
Yeah, you threw.
Yeah.
It's like bounced off its nose or like a shower of sparks and just no reaction.
I didn't mean to hurt you, or did I?
I'll just like flounce past it in the way that Ilvem just kind of naturally starts flouncing.
Its tail is kind of curled around, so like it's hard. It's like filling the hallway basically, but
I will climb over its tail if I have to.
Okay.
Yeah.
To get to the next door.
What's everybody else doing?
Same.
I'm gonna follow Ilvem.
Okay.
Same, but also I'm showing Simon. This is a dragon. We have a dragon.
Okay.
Drew's fully in her own world right now. Like she is. Yeah, she does not give a fuck about what's happening.
All right. As you all walk forward and follow Ilvem, you go to climb over its tail, and your hands just pass through it, and you can just kind of walk right through it through the door.
Well, now I feel silly for talking to it.
Me too.
Drew's still explaining the concept of illusionary dragon to Simon.
Okay. And
Sid's just silently seething.
Once all of you pass by it, you turn around, it is just gone. But the entryway, similar to the bone grinder, though you don't. The bone grinder, when the entryway would get closer to you, it's because you could feel the rooms behind you, like deconstructing themselves, and like everything was actually moving. You turn around, and it feels like it looks like you only moved about 20 feet. And the doorway, the nice, friendly, sunlit doorway is right behind you still. That leads to the exit.
Oh, I don't like this.
That is so annoying. We just walked so much for it to be right there.
Yeah, you can continue. And the dragon, as you turn around, is gone.
Well.
Yeah.
All right.
So just run at everything then.
And you can continue forward.
That's what having courage is it not? Just running at everything, guns blaring?
Well, courage or stupidity.
Or steadfastness.
And courage and stupidity.
Is there a difference?
Courage and stupidity are generally kind of like...
Okay. All right. You continue on forward?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. You enter into this next room. And this one is much larger and more open, and those motes of light line up the walls in several places and around, illuminating the whole room completely for you. This one you can actually see fairly well. In the middle of the room is what appears to be a four-sided, flat-topped pyramid.
Oh no!
With each of the four sides of it, like each of the four faces, has a doorway that looks like it leads into the inside. Looks like the entire inside is hollow.
I have an idea. Can everyone give me like 10 minutes?
I mean, my arms will go away.
Well, I was gonna cast Identify on this thing and make sure it's just.
Oh no, we don't have time for that.
Yeah, I think that this whole thing is supposed to be just courage and just go forward.
Yeah, Suriel said something about doing and not thinking, so just go with it.
Man, imagine if we had all the information beforehand. So where are we going?
Sounds fake, but okay.
There's 4 doors. Why don't we each go into a different one?
Oh, that's so smart. Let's do it.
It didn't say, you do say not to overthink, be courageous. So splitting up might actually be the right choice.
Drew and Simon are already at a door.
Okay.
Ilvem, choose a door for me.
The southward door.
Cool.
I'll go north.
I will take the last remaining door.
Okay.
It went east.
All right, so I'll walk in.
Split the party.
Mm-hmm.
Split the party.
Right. It's not terribly big.
Everything's gonna be fine.
It's like a few dozen feet across on either side, on the inside. So you all come in, and you can actually see each other. Like you walk in, and it's basically one room on the inside of this thing.
Oh.
But it is cut diagonally by what appears to be a massive wall of glass.
Huh.
And as each of you walks in and steps in and steps, can see each other, you can also see your own reflection in the glass.
Oh.
Simon,
Mm.
that's a reflection.
Ah!
And as all of you step in and all of you see your reflections, you can actually see like everybody else's reflection too, which is strange because like some people are on the other side of it, but you can see like their reflection where it would be for them in this, and you can see all four of your reflections. Oddly enough, it doesn't reflect the room; it only reflects the four of you.
Hate that.
And as all of you see yourselves reflected in this window, you just see a crack run across it that then spiderwebs out through the rest of it, and the whole thing shatters. And it doesn't just shatter, it seems to explode, and just tiny, like sand grain sized shards of glass explode outward and fill the room for momentarily obscuring the entire room from you, and you kind of have to like shield your eyes to not get anything in them. And can I get a perception check from everybody?
Yeah. Natural 20 -1.
Okay.
That is a 19.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
26.
Wow. Okay.
Nice.
All of you succeeded. All right. So none of you are surprised
Ooh.
because as you shield your eyes, you manage to peer through the 1 round worth of obscuring shards of glass in the air, because you all see, in addition to the 4 of you standing in the room, standing in the middle of the room, facing each of you, your reflection is still there. Except the reflections have eyes glowing the same red as the lights that was in the creature, on the holy symbol, and lighting up all the rooms.
That's not good, Mr. Bones.
And the each of your reflections still standing there draws weapons and prepares to fight.
When you say our reflections,
Mm-hmm.
are they an accurate reflection of our current selves, or like
Yes, they are.
great. So all of the buffs I have up.
Mm-hmm. And injuries.
Mr. Bones,
Okay.
attack! Mr. Bones, attack!
Mr. Bones has a reflection too, and so does Simon.
Fuck.
So does Simon.
So, does Abacus?
Abacus would as well, yes.
Oh, fuck.
So we're going to start next week with you all rolling initiative to fight your clones.
Shadows.
Oh.
Please.
Kill your doubles.
Oh, please be
Also,
shadows.
before
man.
we end,
Oh my god.
before we end, I've been doodling Simon.
So cute.
What a good
So-
boy.
So remember when I said I needed your character sheets and all that
Oh,
information
you
just because
I
Bitch.
hate you.
And now,
I was
Fucker.
and now D&D Beyond makes it
You-
way easier.
How dare.
yeah.
How dare.
Allow me to say
Yep.
this one more time. Motherfucker.
So that's where we'll start next week, and then
Oh my God.
probably finish off with the rest of the tests.
Oof.
Oh, it was fun to be back. I'm excited to get back into it next week.
Mm-hmm.
Good seeing everybody. Thank you, chat, for joining us. Especially thank you to those of you who are here all the way back through the recap.
Yes.
Thank you, Chad.
Oh, it's good to be back.
Yes, it is.
Good to see everybody. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
See you next week. Bye.